Okay, testing. Testing one, two, three. Let's see where we are here. Do we have sound? We good to go? All right. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, November 11th. Monday, November 11th, and we are in our third Delphi verdict watch. Yes, this jury is fighting it tooth and nail. And so that's what we're doing. I'd like to welcome you all in. I'm going to say hello to everyone. And then we'll get rolling. I am glad to see that the truth warriors are out in full effect, working for Richard Allen and for Abby and Libby here. I am seeing all over. Everyone is at maximum output here. We've got all the lawyer individuals out in Delphi and on the YouTubes and Twitters, etc., doing a lot of work. We got all the wonderful people here in the chat, all over the social media, doing a lot of work. We got a lot of Twitter warriors out there right now doing a lot of work, and I'm really glad to see it. Things are just chugging right along, and so that's where we are um, today. I don't know if we're going to get a verdict or not, but we are hoping so. But we're prepared, whether we get one or not, and whatever that verdict is, we are prepared to continue to push forward for truth for Abby and Libby, and everyone here knows that. I just want to thank everyone who watched the show with Silky last night. It was a wonderful show. I always love doing shows with her, and we finally figured out how to multi-stream together so that both of our channels could get the uh, simultaneous broadcast. So that was really wonderful. And thanks for everyone who's watched and left a comment. Wow, 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 wow. Um, and what I'm also hearing is that the troll farm is really puttering out. They're running out of fuel, and so it's pretty quiet uh, on the Delphi streets. And what else do I have to say? What else do you expect? The meth fueled rages can only go for so long and then they crash. Um, so I'd like to say hello to everyone before we get started, including Quantum Brain. Thank you for being here. Just me, one, you two. Okay, thank you for being here. Dark Arts by Adrian, thank you for being here. And she's right. Please hit the thumbs up while you're here. Really would appreciate that. Please hit the thumbs up. And hey, if you're on the replay, leave a comment. Can leave many comments. We love the comments. What's up, Magenta? What's up, Say What? I'm going to say hello to Nancy Drew 101. Um, Susie, Bonnie. Okay, Cat's Eyes. What's up, Cat's Eyes? Linda Garris. What's up, Linda? Who else we got in here? It's a new day. What's up? It's a new day. Okay, let today be the day. Um, Gene Moore, welcome. And Keith S., hello from South Africa. Welcome, South Africa. Okay. Detention Hall, what's up? And it's a new day. Hey, look, thanks for the super sticker. Welcome in. Lee Cardell, longtime viewer. What's up, Lee? I'm here, Prof. Let's have it all. Much love to the Prof. Much love to Lee Cardell. All right. Oh, boy. Christy Sanders. Any truth to the rumor of having to wait 2 hours? I hear that is true. So that means once it's announced that a verdict has been reached, um, we still have time to all gather and prepare for such. But who knows? Who knows? Vladimir, what's up? Hello, everyone. Hope you have a blessed day. Okay, what's up, y'all? Coming into the house. Five Green Acres, what up? Hello, everyone. I've been giving shout outs to this channel far and wide. Thank you so much. Okay, hello from Denmark. Karen Townsend, what's up? How does this send? I'm beginning to believe more and more and more it's going to be an acquittal, not guilty verdict. That's what it's feeling like. Hello from Michigan, Sharon. What's up, Miss Amir? Fur baby daddy, what's up? And Elizabeth Patience, what's up? Happy Gnosis, hello from the UK. Just watched this video where this guy Frank, means Shane Kersage, was standing next to a cop and admitted he was going to shoot Richard Allen. He said everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it. That's what he's saying. They're saying everybody's saying it. I don't think everybody. You don't speak for everybody. I think all of you and your friends who are bloodlusty and are trying to frame an innocent man. Yes. Hello, all from the UK. What's up, Happinosis? Okay. What's up, Tessa? All right. Ali Alaska, welcome in. Groovy Tuesday. All right. Khalid, what's up? All right. What's up, sweet dude Shibby with the pants on today and roller skates? Who are we to fight the alchemy? Hi, Prof, mods, and chats and lurkers. Olivia, welcome, beautiful Olivia, and Captain Underpants, welcome. All right, you guys, happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there, especially the good ones. Okay, if you're a piece of shit vet, I don't mean you, and you know who I'm talking about out there, you YouTubers. But most of the vets out there, I would like to wish you happy Veterans Day and thank you for your service because we love you. We love you. And we appreciate the sacrifices of those living and dead who have tried to keep our country chugging along. What's up, Digital? Good to see everyone. What's up, Digital? All right, Linda, Allie, Winter63, what's up? Thank you for being here. David Rogers, what up? All right, Sasquatch Man or Squatch Man. Thank you to all the veterans. All right, L at Night, what's up? Good afternoon. Uh, does that mean take an L at night? That doesn't sound as appealing as other things. I don't know. True Crimes Fanatic, afternoon, everyone, for not praying for not guilty verdict. All right. All right. Linda says, last night's live was awesome. Thank you. That was fun. I just love Silky. She's easy to talk to. You know, when someone's easy to talk, I think it's easier for me to talk to Silky than it is for Silky to talk to me because I sort of have tunnel vision and I get distracted. I don't listen well. Uh, but she's a great conversationalist and I'm working on my skills. So I just love talking to Silky and hopefully we'll do more and more and more and I'll get better and better at the conversation. All right. A to Z, thanks for the super sticker. Great show last night. Thanks, Prof. We'll appreciate that. Really do. Love your lives with Silky. Yeah, isn't she easy to talk to and pleasant? Danielle84, welcome. And hello, Kimberly from Lexington. What's up? Chris Diamond, what's up? Um, all right. Thank you, Prof. Love your channel. Love you too, Quantum Brain. Thank you for being here. Like number 25. Oh, guys, please get the likes up. We should have 10 times the likes. Please, if you're watching, hit the like. And if you're watching and lurking, please join the chat. Remember, I always beg you to join the chat because the chat is what I love here. The chat's the best part of this channel. So come on and jump in the chat. Everyone will be nice to you, even if they disagree. And if they don't, I'll get them the hell out of here. Good morning, Stephen Johnson. I'm back. Well, I enjoyed your comments last night, man. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being here again. What's up, Rebby Lee with the 10 Canadian super sticker? $10 Canadian. What is that in US? I'm not good on the Canadian exchange rate, but I'm not Canadian, so I never have a need to know. Oh, Shaboogies, praying to God, not guilty. What's up, Serena? Sarah? Hello, beautiful people. Thanks, Prof, for great coverage and conversation. Watching from Wisconsin. Welcome, Wisconsin. All right. Alice in Wonderland. Oh, that's cute. That's a nice one. I got it. I caught you. Alice in Wonderland. Welcome. All right. What's up, Dieter? What's up, Dieter? All right. Justice will be not guilty and an FBI roundup of every corrupt criminal complicit in this sham trial and this goddamn fucking farce that's been uh, going on for far too long. Almost coming on 8 years of a complete farce and a lying to the world, and we're not going to accept it. What's up, Anne from Canada? What's up, Groovy Tuesday? What's up, Old Mort Newmort? What's up, Chevy Killer, my man, Chevy Killer? What's up? Welcome in. Kai Kai says, hello, chat. Um, I'm telling you, I've been, the Twitter has been popping off. I'm enjoying Twitter more than watching Facebook or YouTube. Um, Hello again from Tracy in Wales. Love your work, Prof. Welcome from Wales. All around the world, when I say the world is watching, it is not a joke. It is not a joke when we say the world is watching. And here's your proof. Tracy from Wales, welcome in from Wales. We're so blessed to have you here, all from around the world, and we just welcome all of our international viewers. Thank you for being here. Even though you can't be here physically for Abby and Libby, you're here in spirit, and that's what matters because our scrutiny of every aspect of this case is what's going to help to bring justice because we're applying pressure that's going to demand justice, and that's what it is. Talk to right, Prof. Good job. Love the realness of the good. Thank you, Miss Amir. Just became a member. Happy to be here with you all. Well, thanks for becoming a member. We are so glad to have members. You got a couple members only videos you should enjoy. So that'll be nice. Frank Shyster said, everyone says RA is a dead man. Everyone's talking about killing RA. Then the cop rubs his back and soothes the little psycho baby. Prof, is the video you have up that evil guy Frank? How was McDonald's with your son yesterday? It was wonderful. Oh my God, the sugar overload was incredible. You want me to tell the quick story? So we get in there and I get him a big old meal with like chicken nuggets, a burger, fries, a soda, and he starts like woofing it down and he's engorging himself. He's loving it. And he's being so nice to this little lady that's sitting at the table over there. He keeps talking to her and stuff and she keeps smiling and stuff and then she finishes her meal then she gets up and she comes to me and she says, "Is it okay if I get him an ice cream?" And I said, "Yeah." Well, she's so silly because she had already purchased it with the little computer system. And so the minute I said, yeah, she goes and it's already ready and she grabs it and it's stacked this high with the soft serve. And she brings it over. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's so big." I said, "It's okay." So he's about 2/3 through the way of his meal. And I hand that to him and it's this tall and it's teeter tottering. And he starts to, woof it down and he's struggling with it. And so I go dump out his soda. I go and I break off half of it into the soda, into the cup for the soda. Then I go over to the fountain and I fill it up with some Coke, put a straw, stir it around, put the top on, bring it back to him. I said, "Look, I also got you a float, an ice cream float." So then he starts sucking that down, and oh my gosh, the sugar overload. He got home and crashed for like 3 hours. Telling you, it was amazing. So yeah, the McDonald's treat. I forgot who it was that donated with the super chat to the McDonald's fund. Um, but that's what happened. And like I said, he came home and crashed. And then we had brought that last third home of the McDonald's stuff. So then when he woke up, he finished it all. So it was hilarious, man. It was a great treat. It was a great stress reliever. We stayed there about an hour enjoying the McDonald's vibe and all the teenagers and old ladies and stuff. What's up, Four Pits? All right. Frenchie, 6290. The prof, here are the receipts for the Jerome Weiss that you asked for yesterday. Perfect. I'll check it out when we're done, Frenchie. Thank you. Lemon lime and bittersweet. Anyone worried there's a plant in the jury? Yes. Yes. That's what I think the holdup is, if you really want me to be honest with you. If you want me to be honest with you, that's what I think it is, honestly. Uh, but, hey, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Uh, it's my honest belief that there's absolutely no way in hell they're getting a guilty verdict out of this. And that's why the troll farm is freaking out. It's occurring to them as well that they're not getting a guilty verdict out of this. And remember, the entire mission of their lives, the past 2 years, has been to get a guilty verdict out of this guy. And they're realizing it ain't going to happen. What's up, Rachel Peck? All right. Lysandra Lee, long time no see. What's up? Susan Hendricks, Troll Farm, and her posse of whatever they call themselves are right out there pushing guilty shit. Yeah, she's a piece of shit. She's not a journalist. She's troll. She has gone on over to the Troll Farm. I mean, let's be real here, and she's totally discredited herself if she hadn't already. Her and old Nancy Disgrace, and that's what it is. Lemon lime and bittersweet, South Australia here, 3:56 a.m. Welcome, lemon lime. Look at you. The world is watching. All right. All right. Lurkers, welcome. There you go. Always lurking. First time in chat, but I love your transparency from South Africa. Welcome in. All right. Hey, all working and listening, says Adrian. Very happy to have you all here. Please hit the thumbs up. Yes, and I'm so happy to have Adrian here. You guys, Adrian is brilliant. Brilliant. She really is. You guys should subscribe to her channel and hang around and see what when she comes in to lives and stuff, what we talk about, because she's just absolutely brilliant. FBI, please get to Delphi immediately. 911. What's up, Amy? Okay. Curse Diamond. I heard one of the girls said hi to BG. Do you think they knew him? You can't believe anything. You cannot believe anything you've heard, okay? Because from what I hear from people who've heard and seen that video, it's not what they say it is, okay? It has been, words have been misrepresented, actions have been misrepresented, and the clarity of what is noticed can be have been misrepresented. So we'll see for ourselves someday. Lucky, good morning, all. Good to see you, Prof. I'm loving your channel. Keep it going. Thanks, Lucky, and thank you for being here. For Gothic, greetings from Scotland. Love your work. Not guilty. See what I mean? All around the world, people have their eyes on this case. This case is under a microscope. It's being highly scrutinized and will continue to be highly scrutinized. And when the feds come in and start cleaning house, we will be backing it 1,000%. So what scares me is 1 in 4 Americans have the same diagnosis he did before they got their hands on him. It could be any one of the 1 in 4 in his shoes. Yes, and the public is overly medicated. Let's be honest here. The public is overly medicated. That's why I urge all to resist the serotonin reuptake inhibitors, et cetera, et cetera. Drink water. Find peace of mind. Touch grass. Enjoy your days. Love your children. Hey, I'm Bills. What's up, Bishop? Hey, because X isn't filtered. Exactly. It's been amazing. It's been amazing watching Twitter. I'm telling you. If you're not already there, go there and just start looking at Delphi. Fairness in U.S., obviously. Gray Hughes told prosecutors that Betsy's testimony of distance was not correct. So why is the prosecutor talking to him? Why is the fan? Oh, let me sneeze. Wow, that was a huge sneeze. I'm glad I was able to turn the mic off for that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Hello and thank you from me, Yvonne in Droitwich, UK. Welcome from UK. The eyes of the world are on this case. They'll never get away with it. They'll never get away with it. Okay. People are looking more than ever. More than ever, people are watching, and it ain't going to stop. Okay. You can't make the eyes go away because you've already attracted attention. It's unwanted attention, but you did it. You all did it to yourself. So you deserve whatever you get. Hello from Ohio. What's up, Grandma? Okay, Aunt No Angle. I'm here. Good show last night with all the connections. Shine Bright. Hey, Prof, I'm a new sub. Welcome, Shine Bright. And we're glad to have you here. We love our new subs. Okay. You have a question? Okay, thank you. Christy Sanders. Thank you for your response. I love your channel. I love you coming into the channel. All right. What's up, Rebecca Ann, 1965? Miss Blue Bus. People need to start from the perspective of a 15-year-old girl. I have a feeling that the girls had some sort of plan to meet somebody. Yeah, like who they thought would be a cute boy, I would say. That would explain the differences in body conditions. What's up, Karen Townsend? This case and the Idaho 4 State v. Brian Kohlberger is way too alike. It's a new day. Most of the false narrative creations and those investing in it are local to Carroll County. Absolutely. And they're dark web chomos. Okay. The ones that are creating the false narratives, they're either local meth heads or dark web chomos. And you'll be finding that out as time moves on. Their numbers are dwindling. The eyes of the world are now focused on Delphi. Yes. What do you think about Chadwell, that those tattoos that resemble the girls? Well, I think exactly what you just said. I think it's very, very, very odd that those tattoos resemble those girls. I think it's equally disturbing that his voice resembles very closely the voice that we've come to know as Bridge Guy voice, which we know now is not the voice of Bridge Guy, but the voice of someone off camera. Sorry. Can you imagine if YouTube was around in the Menendez case and if YouTubers swarmed the trial and had stuff on their channels, things might have turned out differently. Okay. Yes, I am concerned about that as well. There's definitely a plant. Yeah, it seems like I mean, in my opinion, it seems like the jury is battling, right? They're battling with reason. They're battling. So we'll figure that out. Trust me, when they come out of this, they'll be talking, and that'll be interesting. Question. The dispatcher said Libby was wearing gray sweatpants. So where did Libby's jeans come from? You're assuming. No. Why are they trying to make us believe those are Libby's jeans on Abby? I don't take for granted, or I don't assume anything in this narrative. So I'm not assuming that the clothes on Abby came off of Libby. I think that's the bullshit narrative they want you to believe. They have gaslit the entire public. They want you to believe things because they tell you. Okay? So if you believe that those clothes came off Libby, then you're believing something you've been told, which you can't do in this case. You cannot believe a thing you've been told. But what you're repeating here is true. We know they were sweatpants on that girl because that was always what was said. Okay, from day one, it never changed until the photos got leaked on the internet of Abby deceased in jeans. Then they changed the story to that Abby is in jeans and that Libby must have therefore been in jeans. And everyone fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And the way that they got away with it is Gray Hughes said, oh, yeah, I guess we're wrong then. Sure. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I'll never buy it. Hello from Birmingham, UK. Welcome, Mr. Man. Welcome. You guys are, like I said, everyone from around the world has their eyes on this case. They'll never make it go away. They are fucked. Pardon the language. Never heard of trolls or bots until this case. Well, like I said, it's a domestic terrorist organization who's using the internet through trolling, trying to control this narrative. And they've been doing it from day one. They've used the internet. Remember, this is a social media case. This is one of the first and largest social media cases. And when history looks back upon this case, they will realize that this has been a social media case from the beginning. It's a landmark case because it's one of the first cases in which social media was used to distract investigators, to divert attention away from the perpetrators, and to control the public narrative via social media. It's all been a charade, and people will be finding that out. Remember, this used to be called the Snapchat murders for a reason. Okay, I agree on Susan and Nancy disgrace. Hey, what's up, Jody? I've been enjoying your comments, Jody. Thanks for being here. You're an amazing commenter. Thanks for commenting on my channel. Glad to have you. Troll Farm, yeah. Every time I see Susan Hendricks on a live, inside I know she's questioning the company she keeps. Okay. Hi, Adrian. Okay. What's up, Tam? Tam says, driving and lurking and listening. Also, Abby's cardigan looks like the cardigan on the fishing picture. Yes, indeed. And Abby is smaller size than Kelsey, so it would look way too big on her. Absolutely. The trail video cardigan fits Abby well, not baggy. Absolutely. You see that? You see it? Everyone can see that. The only ones who can't see it are the troll farm gaslighting, corrupt, domestic terrorists, local narrative pushers. All right. You guys are awesome and amazing. Court of Public Opinion, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Love you very much. You know it. What's up, Noe Amos? Same here. Love you very much, Noe. Welcome in. Good to see you. How's those streets of Delphi? Noe is out there at the courthouse right now, ladies and gentlemen, patrolling the streets of Delphi. Troll patrol. He's getting firsthand testimony, uh, witness statements. He is collecting video and photographic evidence of behaviors, boots on the ground. Know he's doing a great job. Anyone wants to support Noe, please go over to Noe's channel and hit the tip jar. Send Noe some gas money, etc. But Noe is taking care of business, and all the shorts that I recently have added to the channel, you're going to see there's a bunch of shorts with people threatening to kill Richard Allen and whatnot. Those are all coming from Noe because of his great work, boots on the ground. So I want to thank Noe. Noe is one of my several individuals who's out there in Delphi stomping the ground for us and reporting back on a minute-by-minute basis about what's going on, keeping their eye on everything. And so thanks to Noe for being here. Bonnie, I just meant we'd get better info at the time, whether innocent or guilty. Okay. Watching and listening with interest from Scotland. Welcome, Elizabeth Jones, another person from Scotland. Good to see you. All right. If someone was threatening my loved ones, I might confess when I'm innocent. Well, you understand, they were threatening his wife and his daughter and him with death. Okay, so glad to be here, Paisley Park says. Good afternoon. Definitely not guilty. Save Delphi, Rick Allen. Susan said in the past that her and Tobe became close. I'm sure she was using him for him. Ugh. Oh, I just, that made my stomach turn a little. Bridge guy is far away and his mouth isn't moving when we hear down the hill. Right, because that's coming from someone behind the girls, in my opinion, someone who had just walked up on them. All right. Hi, Bonnie. What's up, Khalid? I will be watching and learning quietly. Really sinister. Too many people take medication without researching it. Major depression for 55 years. I refuse medication. It does not help me. All right. The more facts that get out, the bigger it gets. Just wait. See, we haven't begun to talk to you guys about some of the things that we know are in discovery because understand that some of our sources have signed non-disclosure agreements and are under a gag order. So we are waiting on this gag order to be lifted after the verdict is announced. And then we're waiting also for the non-disclosure agreements to be lifted or released. And then we'll be able to tell you a lot more about what we know. But until then, just know that there's a lot more coming that will blow minds. Okay, there's a lot more coming that absolutely will blow your minds. And here's the bottom line. I keep telling you in summary, everybody lied. Okay, everyone lied. And you'll be finding out. And you'll be finding out it's all been a farce. It's been real LARPing. It's been LARPing. Real life action role play. In real life, they've been playing a game, acting it out as actors on a stage, and you will be figuring that out. And it's a dark web criminal underworld crime, and you'll be figuring it out. Alex Voorhees is right. He always has been. All right. All right. The good thing is that all the phony true crime channels are being exposed. Sure are. And we are the stars extraordinary. Oh, yeah, you mean the family. Ugh, God, Kelsey. It's disgusting. All right. What's up, Shirley Clifford? God bless you. Welcome in. I need a hot toddy to. No, I don't drink alcohol whatsoever. Not one bit. All right. I'm here live now, Annie. I mean, Andrea. Andrea, we're live now. Welcome to the live. All right, Cindy. What's up, Cindy? Welcome in, jumping in late. Everyone lurking, please go ahead and join. We love having you here. Listen, we don't know whether we're getting a verdict today or not, but we're here for each other. And like I said, we got boots on the ground and we'll be praying. What's up, Nancy Drew 101? It's a beautiful day. Didn't know what chat to go to. Well, we're live streaming on both channels. So either channel, you'll be at home. Feel free to be at home in either channel. Okay. Everyone, hello from Scotland. Formerly known as Starlight Selenite, Starlight Synchronicity. Oh, you're switching it up. Natalie, this case has a whole other layer of sinister to it. Very, very dark energy. Yes, it's dark. It's a criminal underworld. I'm telling you, this is a meth-centered case. Methamphetamine centered case. You'll be figuring it out. Don't worry. We love you all. We'll be here for you. Remember, all who responded to the scene have explainable DNA. Yes, exactly. And we believe the volunteer fire department the volunteer firemen were a big part of the cover up and establishing the perimeter during which the bodies could be dumped. And we'll be having some discussion about that in the future. Gray Hughes and Kelsey talk all the time. Yes, they're lovers. They're absolute lovers. He sent her an expensive baby gift box. Well, and remember when he bought her a laptop and a mic and all this shit to do streaming? Uh, yeah, it's a family. It's a look. We ain't gonna talk about Gray. How about that? Right, Lemon. I took Symbiota for chronic pain. Made me apathetic, blunts emotion. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Happy Vets Day. I live in UK and my dad, Thomas Martin Sheridan, born New York, 1915, veteran of WW2, recipient of a Purple Heart after being badly wounded in France in 1944. God bless you. God bless you, Robinson. A bunch of freak shows. It's a freak show. Yeah, go watch all my shorts. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The thing is, I mean, you can't help, some people, so these people can't help it. Okay, I'm sorry. These people can't help it. Are they real or someone just playing a sick game? No, it's real, absolute, horrifying tattoos. Go look at the photos. The bodies are actually in similar condition. It's the final presentation that's so different. Yes. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got that's what I thought about Chadwell and the voice and tats of what looks like the girls. I know. Yes, Gray did absolutely help put together the timeline and hand right on over to law enforcement. Gray Hughes has basically built the law enforcement case for them in conjunction with the family, putting together the evidence that and the narrative they wanted to push. Thanks, Prof, and all of the YouTube people in the case. You're the only ones I can trust. Well, we can also trust the defense presenting their filings, etc., and the disclosure that's going to come when all this is done. I can't pin down my top suspects yet, but Kelsey has always been very suspicious to me from day one. Yeah, the actions and words of the family have been very suspicious, and people wonder why people like us merely question the family. Can't wait to see what jury members have to say when they see all the evidence they weren't permitted to see. Oh, they're going to be absolutely furious, guarantee you. Abby, last proof of life. Catch with Grandpa Williams, allegedly. All right. Can't understand why this is so hard for the jury. What do you think? I think there's probably one or two holdouts that are dead set on bloodlust and guilt and maybe even compromised, um, and who unfortunately believe law enforcement. Remember, people are conditioned to believe law enforcement, believe the prosecutor, believe the judge, that people are conditioned to that because in a normal world, that would make sense to trust and believe them. But this is not a normal situation. Um, so, unfortunately, those people who are conditioned to believe, and possibly even one or two who may be compromised, they're going to hold out um, on those because of those that they are compelled to trust. And I'm sure that the majority of the jury is saying, hell no, not guilty. And probably trying hard to discuss with the couple jurors who are holdouts and say, look, you have to, you cannot say guilt. There's too much reasonable doubt about this point, about this point, about this point. Let's show you the evidence again. So they bring in the evidence, and the 75% of the jury who are convinced, they're saying, look, let's review this and this and this and see how that doesn't. I think that's what we're looking at. But I guess we'll find out when they get out and they start talking. Okay. Which hoodie was okay? Watching from Ireland. Welcome from Ireland. Missing stolen animals Ireland group. Sending prayers, justice for Abby and Libby. Yes, another. Welcome from Ireland. Okay. Abby's photo on the bridge was photoshopped by a novice and uploaded from some device that is not Libby's phone. Remember that. The phone found with the victims did not upload this image. So where did it come from? As if the Patty house didn't have security cams. They would have known exactly what Libby was wearing. All right, need some Z's watching and listening from Edmonton, Alberta. Well, I have a great friend. I have a great friend in Edmonton, Alberta. And you email me, I'll tell you who he is. He's a very, very well known musician and professor. So if you want to meet my bud from Edmonton or go watch him play, you'd be astonished. One of the greatest musicians in Canada, in Edmonton, is my best friend for 25, 30 years, and he's professor of music. Okay. I was never allowed to say this before, but I've always suspected Kelsey and Cody. I believe Libby was being abused in that house and might have been pregnant. Remember Cody's disgusting Facebook comments? Yes, or was it Abby? Or was it both, or one, or neither? Who knows? There's something awry in Delphi. I can't believe we are here on the end of year 7. I can't believe it was a front for 7 or 8 years. I can't believe Carroll County Unified Command knew all the same details we learned in this route. Yeah, can you believe that Unified Command, who had access, as Doug Carter said, to every federal agency at his disposal, as he says, at a time when nobody has been cleared? This is what they bring us? This is what they give us? Must ask you, I must ask you, Doug Carter, what is going on? People are dying. Richard Allen nearly died. What is going on, sir? I think you have some answering to do to the people of Indiana. I'm so sad we're right here after 7 years. Swear jar. Thank you. Yeah, this is bullshit. Thanks. Because of the swear jar contribution, I'll say it. Thank you very much. If my son left my house and went missing, I'd know on 4 different cameras exactly what he was wearing. Yeah, and what time he left, and how that he was actually physically okay and walking. It wasn't placed dead in a vehicle and transported to the crime scene. Yeah, you'd have proof of things, right? You're so right. This case could end up being studied in law schools. It will. This case will be studied by detectives, by attorneys, and by federal investigators and legislators in the internet crimes arena for years to come. Why do you think I entered the case? I knew that this case would be studied by detectives and law enforcement for years and years to come. I knew that before I stepped foot on YouTube. It's part of the reason I stepped foot. I'm not convinced Abby got undressed at all. The 2 bras could have been her trying to appear bigger. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that's cute that you did that. Is that something girls do? I should be getting work done at home, but this is too important. The shit has to stop or you could be next. I just learned that Michael Patty went to IWU. I always suspected him. Now I'm wondering at his age if he may be connected to Trisha Reitler missing person case that happened in Marion, Indiana. I always get the icks when someone writes a book about an ongoing unsolved case. I watched the live last night and the goings on around that state of mind, isn't it? The goings on, the most alarming statistic that you could possibly research, and I suggest everyone here to do it, are the arson fires. Okay? And look at the statistics, how they do not add up. There is clearly something wrong. And that is a statistic, because these people like to talk about statistics. That is a statistic that is undeniable. You cannot deny. And someone has to look into it. And what my opinion is it's your domestic terrorists in Indiana are responsible for all of that arson. And why are the feds not cleaning that up? Okay, a different string through the hoodie, really? Did I hear correct? The prosecution is saying RA is a lone wolf, and that's him saying down the hill in the audio? Yes. I mean, they gaslight so hard. They gaslight so hard. They expect you to believe anything. They really do. They expect you to believe anything. I got to deal with some problems here. Hold on. All right. I'm still thinking there's something very strange about the announcement that the sheriff made when their bodies were found. What's their opinion on that? It's all a lie. It's all been bullshit. It's all been staged. I mean, look, they've even lied about what time the bodies were found. Do you guys, I mean, you knew people. Do you realize that? Think to yourselves, when have you ever seen the family and law enforcement and searchers lie and have conflicting stories about when the bodies were found and where they were found? Does that not immediately scream something's wrong? Throw up red flags. I mean, something's wrong here. When does that happen around the murders of two little girls, two kids? Maybe they're a different. Welcome in. Maybe they're a different than the genes we see in the bridge picture of Abby supposedly taken on 13th. Long time record. It's all a lie. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for coming into the chat, though. Everyone will love you being here. Love all of your videos. Great job. Thank you very much. Please go explore my channel. For all of you new people, I have a ton of videos that are lovingly put together for you. We've got just a million live streams full of information. And then I've got a few little cute shorts for you. So enjoy the channel. Noe's videos are gold. Yeah. And they hate Noe. Oh, their blood boils. Noe makes their blood boil because he has a huge heart. Noe is all heart. Okay. They have no heart. Their hearts are dried, shriveled little peas. And it infuriates them. It causes rage. I've been kicked out of 5 different chats this week, Teresa. All right. Jury on a lunch break. Go figure. They got to eat too, right? They got to eat. All right. So, yes, Noe. Thank you, says Sweet Caroline. Yeah, Noe and Snake question. Wasn't that gold? I mean, Sweet Dude Shibby. That's going to be one of the most golden moments in Delphi history is that little clip of Noe and Snay questioning Frank on why'd you threaten to kill Richard Allen? And do you have a gun? Are you going to kill him? Golden, golden, golden. Amazing piece of Delphi history there that Noe captured. Okay. Sherry Taylor says, I'm not in the US, so I'm not sure how the court system works. Does the judge have the right to overrule a jury's verdict? No, she does not. No, she does not. But it doesn't mean we'll get a verdict because what we may end up is with no verdict, which means hung jury, which means mistrial, which means this continues on and on and on and on. And Richard Allen remains imprisoned and remains abused and possibly dies and on and on and on and on. And the trolls keep going on and on and on and on. And the prosecution continues to try to gather things to stack against him because they have zero evidence that he committed these crimes. Right. If the fires are anything to do with that group, I'd be scared too. Where they absolutely are to do with that group and Flora. You see, Flora and Delphi are connected by methamphetamine and all of the same individuals surrounding both cases. So you want to know how they're connected? Now you know. It's the meth dealers and it's all of the officials that surround both cases, the firemen and the law enforcement. And the patties are intertwined in both too. I mean, it is what it is. And some of the trolls. There's absolutely no denying it. If they try to deny it, tell them take a hike, kick rocks. I'm buying a grill. What's up, Truth and Transparency? Because they say I'm not tailgating the right way for truth. So let's go tailgating for the truth. Yeah, buy a grill. Make some burgers for my boys or some chicken. Come on, cook some meat, some sausage. Let's go. Meals for the Troll Patrol. Let's go. Great shirt, Prof. Can't beat a button-down polo. What up, Erie? It's an old shirt. This shirt is probably 7 years old. Okay. It's a Macy's special. Kelsey claimed those were her jackets, but according to the photos, Kelsey never wore jacket, but multi. Yeah. What's up, Michelle? Where the hell is law enforcement in all this? And why aren't they taking this domestic terrorist threat seriously? Yeah, what the fuck's going on here? We got people dying everywhere, houses burning up everywhere. Can't imagine what the rest of the nation is thinking as they watch this. It's, you know what it's looking at like for me? It's looking like the last remnants of the KKK. It's looking like, is this what we're left with after all of these years? Like, we're left with a fucking cesspool in Indiana? Like, it's time to put out that disease. Thank you for the McDonald's fund. I'm not bringing them back for at least a week. That was sugar overload. Oh my God, I can't imagine the amount of sugar in these sodas and ice creams. Even the ketchup. I mean, the ketchup is so sugary there. Andrea said she felt that it was Bridge Guy they were talking to in the video, but that you can't tell because it's so quick. Yeah, yeah, but Andre, look, Andrea's not the end all be all. Okay, she's doing a good job bringing you facts of what was said here and there, but it doesn't mean that she's the final authority on reality here. VG was never that close to the girls. Exactly. It only looks that way from how it was zoomed in. Yes, exactly. How could they get away with this? They won't. That's what I'm saying. They won't. Okay, will the jurors' lives be in danger? Well, the trolls will. I guarantee you, the trolls will try to identify every single juror because what they do is they stalk and harass. They fly drones. They go around. They take pictures of license plates. They take pictures of faces. They secretly record. Have you guys heard the scanner audio in Delphi from there was a black Jeep following the jury around with a phone propped up recording. Have you guys become aware of that yet? That somebody in Delphi was stalking the jury and recording them. Uh, and we've had the same with the defense contingent. So the defense investigators and some of the people with the defense who are going to have dinner and have meals, et cetera, et cetera. They've also been stalked and harassed. Okay, they've observed vehicles following them and circling their restaurants while they're having their meals and et cetera. And it's all been documented, recording, and submitted to law enforcement. You don't worry, your sweet ass. Right. Sweet Caroline, 3.99 super sticker. Thank you, babe. Thanks. That's wonderful. All right. Elizabeth Jones, honey and lemon and hot water. Skip the whiskey. Those who grew up in rural areas like this in Indiana are more than aware of the local justice or lack thereof. But this is above and beyond insane by far. Well, there you go. Straight out of the horse's mouth. Thank you so much. Where's Gull now with all these threats? Yeah, where is she? What is she doing to protect the life of Richard Allen when she knows there are individuals outside of the courthouse carrying firearms, threatening to kill him or that he will be killed? She's allowed this. She's encouraged it. The family has encouraged it. The family supports the troll farm. There's been allegations that the family has paid the trolls, that the family has instigated the trolls, and that the family supports the trolls. Why would the family of a murder victim or two murder victims send out an entire troll farm contingent against the people of the United States and the people of the state of Indiana? What kind of family does that? Maybe the same kind of family who's lied, changed their stories, and acted extremely suspiciously for 7.5 years. Props 2-pounder, a huge receipt of deceit. Yes, sitting in the hands of Todd Rokita, but also the defense attorneys. Okay. Those receipts show collusion between law enforcement and the troll farm, and between the office of Judge Gull and the troll farm, and between the death threats and the troll farm. And so that 2-pounder was never a joke. It's not a joke. It's actually 1.7 pounds. And I believe Ty Burkita holds accountability for the contents of that. And the fact that he's done nothing about it makes you wonder who would turn their eyes away from clear obstruction of justice. Okay, I canceled my HTC membership to come here. Difference is night and day. Oh, thank you, sweetie. We appreciate you being here. Nancy, welcome, Nancy. Green Acres, I'm thinking the same thing. A to Z, I can finally chat without sending a super chat. YouTube keeps telling me this was a kid's video. What the? What? Sweet Caroline, appreciate your hard work. Thank you. Hey, Rebecca, where's the other channel? Well, we got the Prof and the Prof True Crime. That's our two channels. Not all the meth heads are created equal. This case is extraordinary. Life is extraordinary. I can become the person my sister wanted to be. This is a cross between Twin Peaks, True Detective, and Breaking Bad, and the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Where's the ISP and FBI with these threats and their concern for the public? All we're missing is a grassy knoll at this point. Okay. Defense should have called Capitano to the stand. Oh, forgot they weren't allowed. Your video on the positioning of the bodies absolutely blew my mind, and the link to the witch trials and the Statue of Liberty. Oh, thanks, babe. Hey, let me post that because I've been trying to get people to go watch that. It's called Symbolism at the Crime Scene. And I'm very proud of that because that's a video that Adrian and I collaborated on. And I think it's still very relevant, even though it's been months and months and months ago. And so many people have not seen it. So I'm going to pin it here so you can go see it after this. Trust me, we didn't do this lightly. Okay. We researched, we thought about it, we prayed about it, and we did a live about the crime scene. Okay. And here you go. Hopefully you can go and check that out and see what you think. See if you feel like Elizabeth here. We were compelled to present it the way that we did, and hopefully you will find it compelling or at least informative, and give your input. If you happen to watch it, leave some comments. We appreciate your input. Okay. Isn't it rich? Isn't it rich, Shibby? Thanks to Noe. I mean, Noe is performing miracles over there. All right. Prof, do you believe the entire Bridge Guy video and Bridge Guy photos are all entirely fabricated? Do you believe they were ever walked on the trails? Here's what I believe. I believe, yes, they've been highly interpolated or edited or enhanced or manipulated with Bridge Guy. Now, the real question is this. Was that all staged to begin with? So what am I saying? I'm saying, yes, Bridge Guy is a video that's on a phone, okay? But the question is, was that all staged as well? Is that a part of the IRL theater or the LARPing? Or is it a genuine occurrence? That's still yet to be determined, but so we're chalking it up to still demanding some investigation. Okay. Karen says, I have an unsubscribed from HTC due to such backward pushing of personal agenda. Yeah, it's sickening, isn't it? I was on a jury once, work injury case, hung jury, tough. This isn't normal corruption. This is beyond that. Yes, exactly. This is bigger, I think, and a lot of people that I know who are well respected, we believe this is huge. I was watching Sir Crime Night earlier, and he said Weber was married to some lady who was part of the case. Sorry, I forgot her name. Yes, Westfall. What is happening in our world? Don't know. Gray was bragging back in the day that Ives contacted him and asked to use his video timeline. With Missouri's silent witness doctrine on enhanced video and audio, the defense could have easily moved to exclude any mention of the video or audio. I think it'll be a huge appellate issue. Oh, well, trust me. I've been speaking to the attorneys, and in worst case scenario, this is the most huge appellate. I mean, there is so many avenues for appellate turnover in this case that they've literally effed themselves. Okay, this entire prosecution and judge, they've literally effed themselves to the nth degree. Born in Colorado Springs, I was moved to Indiana. Really wish I was still there, but not real. This all stinks, and this is how Indiana works. People will believe authority until they have a personal reasons not to. You're right, Prof. That's what we've been conditioned to. Where the family members never questioned, in most cases, that's the first point of interest. And then you work your way out, right? And they are cleared, then move outwards. Was that even basic investigation not even done? We haven't cleared anybody, says Doug Carter. And all federal agencies are at our disposal, says Doug Carter. And the judge signed the probable cause affidavit for the arrest of Richard Allen, says Doug Carter. And how do you feel about the arrest of Richard Allen? Well, it's a start, says Doug Carter. People will grab comforting thoughts over discomforting thoughts most of the time. People want to be able to trust people they're supposed to be able to trust. We all wish we could. Well, we wish we could. It's just like family, okay? When you have narcissistic or abusive family, you want to love them and trust them, but that's the cognitive dissonance that makes it so hard to hold them accountable, and usually doesn't happen to adulthood. Not everyone on the jury is educated about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, or the right to a fair trial or due process. Welcome in, Chris Boyle. Welcome in. Thanks for coming. Okay. FBI got kicked off once they realized that the ISP DNA was found. And remember, Doug Carter personally took accountability for kicking them off. Right? Remember? What's up, Rico Suave? Hello from New Jersey. Free Richard Allen, says Rico. What's up, Rico? Welcome to the channel. Please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like, do what you got to do. All right. Keep on keeping on. You from Mexico? What's up, Mr. Peter? Or is that at Italy? I'm bad on the flags. Welcome in. Okay, Doxy Mom didn't mean to delete your comments. Well, we're sorry, Doxy Mom. If you had a comment deleted, we're all sorry that happened. That happens from time to time accidentally. Everyone probably knows everybody in Little Delphi. Yes, of course they do. It wouldn't surprise me if the killer is buddy with a bunch of people in law enforcement. I absolutely think that's the case. You're possibly hitting on the nail on the head here. Has the county found Elvis Fields yet, or do we need Noe to go find him? Noe'd find him in a couple hours, I'm telling you. Imagine doing the right thing, going to law enforcement to give information, and then they twist it, manipulate everything to make you fit the crime because they find out that you have a 40 caliber SIG. Yeah. Doolin had amnesia for 5 years. Yeah, he didn't even realize that he talked to the killer, quote unquote. The girls knew who killed them. We need a RICO. Federal grand juries now. Okay. Oh, verdict is in. So does that mean we have some time? Rick just texted me. Rick Snay just texted me, verdict is in. So let's talk to Rick. Let me see. See if I can get him in here. So we've got a verdict. Okay. Oh, my phone's blowing up. Everyone's texting. Okay. Yeah, so my people on the boots on the ground in Delphi are saying we got a verdict. So it's been announced, allegedly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Thanks everyone for being here. So you guys, it's gonna happen. So you guys get your inner strength together, get something to drink, go take a piss, do whatever you got to do to get your internal fortitude, because it looks like we're gonna have it. Okay, it's like we're gonna have it. So we're not here in vain. We're not here in vain. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's see if I can do some more of this chat. Aunt Noengo says, "Oh, attorneys will be studying it, all right. It's a shame that everyone in Indiana will pay for all of the lawsuits coming out of such a senseless detention. It should also be a benchmark case for judges regarding fair trials. Yes, and how about a landmark federal case for the treatment of pretrial detainees? I think more than anything, this should be a landmark federal case for the treatment of pretrial detainees. It's absolutely necessary that some sort of something be put into place for the treatment of pretrial detainees, people who are factually innocent, legally innocent, constitutionally innocent, having not been declared guilty by a jury of their peers in a court of law." Okay. Floor girls deserve justice. Why was Rick in solitary for 13 months? It's criminal. Also, if my kid went missing, I'd go on Web Sleuth's YouTube chat and say, "Hey, it's fine. My iPhone wasn't logged in. AT&T wouldn't ping phone when they were." Yeah, lied. You mean lied about the murder of your children? They act like it's such a big deal to spend $4 million for the trial. Wait for the hundreds of millions in judgments. Rick Allen alone would probably get 100 million. Do you think we'll ever know the truth? Absolutely. It's coming after this. We now know that we're getting a verdict today. Okay, so God bless. Thank God for that. We're getting a verdict today. After the verdict comes the truth. I don't understand why the higher entities of law and law enforcement in America couldn't intervene in the illegal activities of the of that be. Hi, everyone from Indiana. What's up, Courtney? Welcome. Okay. I also think prison reform will be a big issue that absolutely will be addressed. I mean, and number one thing we need to know, is, are we going to have some sort of federal legislation about uh, treatment of pretrial detainees? Welcome from Ohio, Anna. Anna Marie Golden from Ohio. Bless you. Welcome here. Okay. Uncle Benny's creepy campfire stories. New sub here. What do you mean by LARP and actors? Please make a distinction between those words and psyop, because I'm not clear what you mean. Live action role play, acting, pretending, pretending on social media to be talking to each other and posting things, pretending in person to be searching and to be doing this and to be caring and to be this and that and making up these stories, all the acting that has gone into this that we know for a fact happened. So why would people do this around the murders of two little girls? People are killed every day. Children are killed every day. Why around these two children this amount of that? Are these the tentacles described by Doug Carter for years? Is this the reason for all of the hocus pocus? These are the tentacles? Pure tweet pin shit. Tweet Twin Peaks shit going down in Erie, Indiana. Yeah. Wet blood 21 hours later. Never happens. Never happens. Remember, Robert Ives said, Robert Ives said, the bodies were found so immediately after they were killed. Is that true? I didn't know that, Elizabeth. I didn't know that, Elizabeth. I'll be interested in more on that. I don't live very far from Delphi. Okay, well, welcome. And you're welcome here. Consider this your second home, okay? We're all big family here, and everyone is beautiful to each other. And when someone is not, we get them out of here. Mm. We've never seen a case like this before, and pray we'll never see it again. Okay, enjoyed your show last night. Thanks, Don McKenzie, and welcome. Really nice to talk with Silky every time. And when I talk to her on the phone, it's equally as nice. She's funny and passionate. She cares about it. They would have been able to fairly accurately estimate the times of death just as in every other case. Did they not do it? Just not disclose? Why? If a case is legit, there's no reason to do any of it. Thank you. It's a new day. Prof is an extremely talented musician too. If you get overwhelmed by some of the truths you find on his channels, he has included lives of him playing. I also have recordings. One day I'll start doing that again. I got totally frustrated with trying to present my music as part of this because it wasn't worth it with all the harassment I was getting. So I just said, forget all that. I'll just focus on coming on telling the truth. The bridge guy video had a strange walk, limp, back knee. Who knows? But we don't even know. Like, come on, we can't even. Like I said, you have to erase that bridge guy video and the audio and all the photos and all the fucking narrative, all the storytelling. You have to erase it all from your mind and start over with just you got two girls found dead and go look at the crime scene photos. That's where you start. And then you start looking at all the families like lies and obvious weird ass behavior. Guilters are proving themselves violent and shameful. Murder Sheet couldn't look or talk to Bob. Think two girls out on a bridge take picture, three pics. Why isn't there 40? Yeah, exactly. Or did they make all this up and lie about the weapon? I mean, these YouTubers were caught lying before. I enjoyed Noe's videos, realness of people. Just sent him a donation. Awesome. Thanks for I'll tell Noe too that you sent it. Crazy fucking Shane Cursage and Broomhilda Kristen yelling at a person, a troll who they thought was Lawyer Lee, but is actually a troll because what the trolls do, they made accounts pretending to be me, which you would think is me because they put my the prof and they put my little avatar and they did it to Lawyer Lee. They put her little avatar and they put her name. They've done it to ACV. They put his little avatar and they put ACV, and they do it to all the people who tell a lot of truth. They pretend to be you, and then they go and they make you look like an asshole all around social media. So they did that to these two idiots, and these two idiots went off thinking it was her because they don't even think to let me make sure it's her before I go crazy on her, which is what I do. Um, yeah, that's what they do. They're trolls. Okay, they're trolls. Troll farm. The troll farm. They're because they can't argue the facts. Okay, so You know how you should, in order to not commit a logical fallacy, you should argue the points and not try to commit ad hominem attacks and destroy the person. Um, well, these trolls, they can never argue the facts because they have no base to stand on. So what they always do, and that what they only do, other than the gaslight narrative that they provide, they come and they do ad hominem attacks on all of the people speaking the truth. So if you're by any means uh, neutral, even slightly, they come and they start calling you a child molester, a idiot, a felon, a drunk, an idiot, and blah 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 blah. It's their MO. They try to discredit you by the personal attacks, and obviously they've done that to Lawyer Lee. They try to go around and make you look like bullies and look like you're an idiot and instigating, and that's what they've done to me. Now, obviously, you can see that's what they've done to Laura Lee. Guarantee you, they've done it to Andrea. They've done it to a lot of the creators who are somewhat neutral. I don't know how the police still asking for tips. Exactly. Well, think about this: Delphi murders FBI page, ISP page, still up, still taking tips, still showing bridge guy asking for him to be identified with the young guy sketch. I'm curious what family members are included in the meth trade: traffickers, dealers, relatives, or immediate family. A lot of them. Go figure it out. It's all on the YouTubes. McDonald's Fun. What up? Thank you, Tessa. They killed an FBI agent in a parking lot at his place of work, and the FBI is nowhere. It's like Deliverance gone rogue. All right. Lysandra. It's reported that they have to go to the courthouse and the judge sits there as they deliberate. All right. The troll farm are agent provocateurs on behalf of the state and family. They cause trouble so cops can blanketly violate rights. The trolls walk away after all the neutral parties get arrested. That's their goal. We understand the verdict has been reached. You guys don't have to come in here. We understand. We understand. There's no reason for the freaking out. Okay. Don't freak out. Okay. Can you explain why the defense didn't fight for a mistrial as soon as this? I can't explain anything. I don't know. Historically, Indiana is a very racist state. I believe people don't think that because it's not in the deep South. Hey, what up, Spooky Sakoki? Prof, I'm right here in Delphi at the Office Tavern right now. Are you getting some amazing French fries and burger or something like that? What are you doing, sweet cheeks? Spooky Sakoki. Yes, good job, Spooky. I hope you're there to give everyone hugs. Everyone's going to need some hugs. Everyone at the courthouse, and I don't mean the troll farm, I mean all of the good people at the courthouse are going to need some hug therapy. So please get ready to give a bunch of hug therapy to everyone outside of the courthouse. I think it's going to be a big old hug party. All right. All right, you guys are awesome. You've heard the scanner audio of the black Jeep? Yep. It happened. It did happen. I'd like to know more about it. I'd like to know who it was. All right. Come see Spooky at the office. No, no, go see Spooky. Go get some French fries and a burger. Go see Spooky. Okay, so I see we got a troll in the house. Okay, let me deal with this damn troll. We got a troll in the house. You really think you're that smart? That you can come in here sideways? I'll deal with you real quick because I like permanently getting rid of you fucks because then you'll never come back around or without having to go through the trouble of making a fake account. So first thing I'm going to do is find you, and I'm going to get rid of you, and then we'll see you in hell, bud. I'm not even going to give you the honor of putting your chat up. Okay, I'm just going to snipe you right on out of here because you deserve it. Troll farm. How about this? I'll just dispense you peace and chicken grease. All right, so you're out. This community lives under constant reminders of fear, threats, and intimidation. Well, that's what the show was about last night with Silky. We were talking about the culture of fear around Delphi. Okay, the whole point of it was culture of fear because that's what terrorists do. They operate through fear campaigns, and so these domestic terrorists in Indiana and on the internet have they've run a fear campaign for years by killing all those around them, all the important people, and by terrorizing the internet and all of those of us. Um, that's what happens. They've terrorized the entire Delphi community. The Delphi community has been operating under a culture of fear for years. That's why do you think so many creators have disappeared and gone away? They've run them off. It's been a fear campaign and it's worked. And they all will be exposed. I told you after this verdict, okay, for the next couple months, you're going to see me go on a campaign of exposing the entire fear campaign. We're going to go into all the murders, all the arsons, all the trolling, all the in-life stalking, intimidation, threats, doxing. I'm going to show you every one of these individuals and a lot of what they've done. And I'm going to show you who they were working for. So be prepared. After this verdict is announced, don't worry. There's going to be months and months more content on this channel. I'm going to be showing you the entire web that helped to protect these killers and instill this culture of fear in this case. What's up from Holland, from Amsterdam? Keep up the good work. We're watching with the rest of the world. The world is watching. And case in point, right here, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie6. All right. Just like the witnesses saw BG, but that was now not what they said. They said they seen a tall, curly, brown-haired man. He was young. No, what they said, okay, they did see BG. But here's the thing. BG was all in all black. BG was about 5'10 to 5'11. BG was huge and muscular, like he could rip your arms off. And BG was younger, in his 20s. So someone in their 20s, huge, like you could rip your arms off, 5'10, dressed in all black. The BG that you saw, that was an enhanced, interpolated video, was colored black. His body shape was changed. His proportions were changed. His face was created. And so you've been looking at a figment of your imagination or the creator's imagination for all of these years, while the witnesses were looking at who they actually saw, which was a huge, tall, muscular, young guy dressed in all black. And just keep in mind that when they got on that witness stand, when they got on that damn witness stand, not one of them pointed at Rick Allen and said, that's him. Not one. All the witnesses who claim to have seen Bridge Guy, they all described him the same way. And not one of them then turned to Richard Allen and said, that's him. You understand what I'm saying? Isn't that informative? Bootlickers are in panic mode. They were absolutely certain they'd get a guilty verdict. All right. Please go smash that like button, share and subscribe, as it helps the algorithm to spread awareness of this evil. Yes, and also support the channel. Look, we have Cash App. Please send a Cash App. That helps me quickest. We also have Buy Me a Coffees. We have Super Chats and all the funding pathways. So the ways you can help the channel is joining the chat, leaving a comment, sharing the thing, hitting the like, sending a Cash App, sending a Buy Me a Coffee, a Super Chat, all the ways to support the channel. We really do appreciate that support. It's been instrumental in helping us keep moving forward. And so I want to thank you all for doing that. And especially all of you who are new here for joining the chat. It's an honor to have you here. And it's been a blessing to have so many people come in and share ideas because together we're greater than we are apart, truly. Gull kept him in prison even when the defense brought the state of his treatment to the court. All right. The family is friends with the police department and everyone that had been looked at except R8. Yes, because that family does not want anyone getting close to the truth. Trolls create chaos, and that's all they've been doing. Remember, since Richard Allen's arrest, that's when I came in here, and they've been going absolutely fucking bonkers, creating chaos in these YouTube streets, trying to ruin my lives. I mean, my life, trying to make people kill themselves. They've gone into attacking my family, my children, my siblings, my parents, my employment. They've gone to no lengths. There's nothing they won't do to try to shut you up. And it's worked with so many people, but somehow I got through it and I'm still here. And I ain't going away. I'm actually going to be showing you all that they've done in the next few months. So hold on tight. Be ready. Even other people from other countries can see that this is injustice. But yeah, there's so many here that don't. No, there's not. Trust me, there's a lot of people who see this injustice, the majority of people. There's only a small percentage who are gaslighting and repeating that stupid ass narrative uh, that the state has put across. And a lot of those are compromised actors. And keep in mind at this point, too, the troll farm, although it only be 20 people, they have 200 accounts because each of them will have 10, 15 troll accounts. So what they do, it's an organized PR trolling campaign. But what they do is they go through each account and pretend to be someone different to try to make it appear that there's more of a consensus and a momentum than there is to their narrative points. So they'll come in with their talking points and they'll say something, and then they'll log into the other account and they'll come behind and they'll say something with that account, and they'll come behind that and validate with that account, and they'll come behind it, and they'll do that successively with all their accounts. And imagine 25 or 50 people doing that. It'll make it seem like there's a whole contingent that has this feeling, but it's actually a very small percentage that is utilizing a really sinister or nefarious trolling strategy. And you have to, I keep reminding you people, what you have to ask yourself, what could compel them to do all of this on something like this that's it's merely a double murder case of two little kids. And like I said, people are murdered every day in the United States, and children are murdered every day in the United States. And why on this case all of this? All right. Please hit the like. Yes, please hit the like. Thanks, Adrian. All right. I came over from HTC also. Boy, she's lost. She's lost subs, eh? So does Clerk. They found the misplaced files days before the election. Kathy Shank, who appears to be demanding the reward money. Yeah. If Gull case is deemed crooked, won't all her previous cases have to be redone? I don't know. That's a good question there, Linda. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to leave that on the screen for a moment. Wow, that's something else, Linda. Good point there. If Gull is deemed to have obstructed justice, what about the detectives? What about Liggett and Holman? Everyone obstructing justice in this case, will they go back and explore their past case history and go reinvestigate the potential that they've obstructed cases on past on their past cases? I'm hoping not guilty, then immediately arrest the Patty family. I looked it up. There's been a scientific consensus for decades that you can ID any hair from the mitochondrial extraction from the stem of the hair. It's wild Ellie failed to ID that hair. Yeah, it's also wild that they never took the family's cell phone extractions. When would you ever not take the family's cell phone extractions to confirm or deny their allegations of what the timeline is and what their actions were those days? Go watch the video Symbolism at the Crime Scene. It will blow your mind. Oh, yeah. By the way, for those on the replay, here it is. This is the link here. Okay, so you find that link, Symbolism at the Crime Scene. It's in my former live streams from quite some time ago, a few months ago. Symbolism at the Crime Scene. It's pretty much my one of my best lives. And it also features Adrian here. Let me show you her. This is Adrian. Please hit the thumbs up, she says. She's a part of that live stream, so please go watch that. All right, what's up, Jamie? Thanks, Prof, for all you do. Well, thanks, Jamie, for coming in. What's my theory? Oh, go watch some of the live streams. Listen, go watch The Truth About Delphi 1 and 2. The Truth About Delphi 1 is a live stream in which I go through my theory, very detailed with receipts. Truth About Live Stream 2 is where I go into the aftermath and the cover-up with all kind of receipts. So The Truth About Delphi is my two-part series that covers my basic theory on the case. There are people on that jury that were not part of the prosecution spawn, so I'm sure they're sticking to the man's not guilty, but not the prosecutor spawn. So yeah, that's the problem. We're going to see. All these trolls will be held accountable by their own admissions. Hey, and Nancy Drew has been there, boots on the ground in Delphi. So see, Nancy Drew she's not talking out of her ass. Nancy Drew has been there at the courthouse. So Nancy Drew has witnessed these trolls in real life. She's witnessed the trolls doing their troll shit in real life. Okay, I believe the BG video is faked and staged. Years ago, I remember watching a video of a guy who went out there and tried to recreate the scene with dummies and the branches and leaves on the ground. I don't remember. It must have been Steve, but Steve has sort of been discredited. Okay, a lot of these people for years had been held or viewed as credible, are suddenly being exposed as being not credible at all. You know, and I mean individuals like Sleuth Intuition, Fig Solves, Aspen Connor, Deb's True Crime Notebook, True Crime Web, Gray Hughes, all your major, presumably trustworthy Delphi creators, they all turned out to be somehow colluding with the state and the family to push this false narrative. I don't follow trials much, but this is crazy. Is it normal for the judge to not allow the defense to basically defend their client with what they have as evidence? Seems to me like she's biased. Yeah, biased AF. She also did not allow cameras and transparency in this. She established a wall of secrecy around this case. Why? Because there's something to hide here. Remember, she had postured herself as an advocacy for transparency in the court system by having cameras. And why would this judge suddenly, once appointed, not only try to have the defense removed and then collude with the prosecutor to have the defense, after the Supreme Court replaces them, she colluded with the prosecutor to try to have the defense jailed for contempt. And then that also failed. So then she just outright blocked any attempts at them presenting a defense from discovery from prior law enforcement investigative materials. It's unhinged what this judge has done. I keep thinking of the lady that lied her way onto the jury. They all said she would need evidence, and they have nothing to do with we're debating a Dixie Pixar movie created by the state. What's up, Cromley? What's up, Mar R? Beautiful Mar R. Mwah! Welcome. Thanks for coming in. All right. Smash that thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. Need some Z's. Libby's father was in prison for dealing meth. You can find that online. Derek German. Yeah, and then you look into everyone else that sold for him, and look into Anna Williams, and look into Becky's sister, and look into the entire Kokomo crew. There's a whole lot to look into, and it all centers around meth. I think these are meth involved murders. I also believe the Flora Four are meth involved murders. Okay, got it? Am I clear enough on that? All right. I would never forget when Susan Hendricks, the clown, said that Richard Allen looked at her even though she was sitting, he was sitting right next to his wife. They've all lied. They were trying to say he laughed at the crime scene photos. I mean, give me a fucking break, guys. Do you think sitting there in court that he would be laughing at the crime scene photos? Just like they said, Kathy Allen, when the trolls colluded to secretly record her and bait her into a conversation outside of the courthouse, because that's how they do. They stalk and harass and dox and film. They came out gaslighting and saying that she said she believes the confessions. She thinks he's guilty. She doesn't feel she's married anymore. Her marriage is done. She doesn't support Rick. Blah 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 blah. And it was all a fucking lie. It's all a lie. All right. Sherlock Holmes. There's a lot of fabricated evidence in this case. You will have a prosecutor that has a federal judgment against him for the same fabrication of evidence in another case. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Okay, beautiful. I love the shit hitting. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying for months and months. I mean, literally since October, I've been saying the shit is hitting the fan. Delphi doomsday approaches. Apocalypse Delphi is upon us. And that's where we are. And everyone who's been following the case for years is overjoyed about it. Everyone who's been following the case from day one is overjoyed that we are where we are and that the shit is hitting the fan, because that's what's going to make the truth rise to the surface in the Delphi murders narrative. All right. They simply never found that video on Libby's phone. It was the only pic or video that wasn't found on Libby's camera roll after they extracted it. And remember, Libby's phone was connected to iCloud. It also had Find My iPhone activated. It also had a cable plugged in after the time of the murders, a cable plugged out after the time of the murders. It also turned off after the time of the murders and turned back on after the time of the murders. There's all kind of fuckery with Libby's phone, quote unquote Libby's phone, the phone that was found with the victims. You'll be finding out more about it as the months go by, because remember, we're going to have people be released from the gag order. We're going to have people be released from non-disclosure agreements. We're going to have jurors come out and talk about what they know. There's going to be a whole lot of disclosure after today. And I promise you that. And you're going to want to be here for it. Hey, Prof, it's just me. Did the supposed connection with Stevenson's case ever come up? Oh, it will. It will. You just hold on to your pants there, sir. What is better, a hung jury or guilty verdict? Hung jury. If does it take for appeal? Oh, 8 years, years and years and years. Hung jury takes 1 year. So yeah, hung jury is much better. They're not getting a guilty verdict. I mean, we're not going to see that. If you listen to the original video when this first happened, the voice was different, and so was the image. Do you think this whole thing with Libby and Abby was all set up? Could have been. That would have mean targeting. Could have been targeted. I'm still not sure whether it's a targeted crime or not. What's your thoughts and opinions of Doug Carter? I'm holding him accountable for the fact that Richard Allen almost died, and the fact that he's allowed this to get to this point. Now, is there a reason? If there is, it's time for him to come and fucking explain himself. They're like the world deserves an explanation for where we are and what has happened, and I believe it's up to Doug Carter to give the world that explanation. I want to like him. I really do. I want to like him. But I mean, how can we trust and love Doug Carter without some sort of explanation for all that's happened? Derek German, convicted meth. Yep. They've also managed to make the guy walking the bridge shorter. They still couldn't turn him into the magician because there's no way he's off in the distance. Suddenly he's on top of them. Okay. Prof. People feel the same way about trusting law enforcement. How many times has trusting them been at our detriment? Well, I used to trust them until about last year because last year they came and fucked with me. And then they extorted me for money for a misdemeanor in the court system over bullshit. Like they were called to assist with something and they ended up citing me with interference. And then I had to go and be extorted by the court uh, because of the false allegations. I mean, it's bullshit. Like it's power tripping cops give good cops a bad name, and I believe there's more good cops than bad cops. But it's the power tripping pieces of shit that actually make people hate law enforcement. And why do people hate cops these days? Because of all the bad cops who've enabled that, and the good cops who sit there and let it happen. They're they're equally liable for the fact that they are hated because they've allowed or enabled their comrades to be pieces of shit. Oh shit, there's a verdict. I'm emotional wreck. Please God, let this man go home for Thanksgiving. Well, you guys just pray and you guys get some water. And like I said, go use the restroom, get yourselves prepared. All right. I'm a godly person. I'm a God loving person. I'm a stable person. Nothing bothers me and nothing will bother me. But I am hoping for the best, which would be an acquittal, not guilty verdict. That would be the absolute best and seemingly most just. And that's what I'm hoping for. Even if we don't get that, I'm okay because we may get a hung jury, which will result in a mistrial, which will mean this continues on, which would also mean that more facts come to the surface because understand we'll get more filings, we'll get more discovery, we'll get a whole other trial, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's the very, very, very slight possibility that we'll get a guilty verdict. And should we get that guilty verdict, it's not the end of the world, and it's horrible for Rick Allen. But understand that there will be a vigorous appeal. The attention of the world is on this. There's plenty of pro bono people ready to go, and the appeal absolutely would be successful because this court and this law enforcement and prosecutor has perpetrated crimes and obstruction of justice, and it will all be revealed. And even in absolute worst case scenario, we even had Mr. Michael Osbrook, who is a habeas attorney and professor of law in Indiana, inform us that there's also been habeas violations, and that would be a last resort. So, what you really got to pray for is that as far as Rick Allen goes, that he get the opportunity for rest and rebuilding of his life, and understand that he was tortured. Okay, like it's been confirmed. We had people in the courthouse and courtroom, and also in the defense, who've very vividly described to us what the footage shows, and it absolutely shows. Richard Allen has been tortured. He was basically in Guantanamo Bay, Indiana. Guantanamo Bay, Indiana. He was virtually waterboarded. He was tased. He was tied down. He was bound. He was blindfolded with a head covering. He was abused. He was forcibly medicated. He was threatened with death. His family was threatened with death. It was repeated. He was tortured with lights being left on, with being in solitary for 13 months, although 30 days is the absolute maximum that it should have ever been. I mean, it's violation after violation. He was a tortured man. And you've got to understand a tortured man like that, the PTSD will be unbelievable. It's off the charts. He'll have a hellacious time trying to rebuild his mental, spiritual, physical health, but it's potential that it can happen. And so my wish is that he began to become on the road of discovery, of recovery. But we'll all figure it out. Doug Carter did not have the jurisdiction to kick the FBI off the case. The rail bridge was still owned by That's a crime, a part of the crime scene rail bridge. I don't know. I don't know, Sean. I'm not getting into all that I know nothing about. I mean, we can all argue over the nitpicking shit, but the bottom line is this is a criminal terrorist organization that is responsible for all of these murders in this area and for the online harassment and for the railroading in the legal system and law enforcement. And they need to be held accountable. We need a RICO now. We need a RICO now. We need the feds to clean house in Indiana. Okay. Your heart's racing. It's okay. You guys, everything's going to be okay. Listen, they cannot get away with doing this to an innocent man. And even if he did have some participation in this scenario in some way, they still can't get away with what has been done to him. He's been tortured. He's been coerced into confessing. Uh, his life and his family's lives have been threatened. And they've fabricated evidence. They've lied. They've twisted witness statements. They've omitted. They've deleted an extraordinary amount of evidence in this case. They've neglected to investigate uh, properly parties that they should have. They refuse to allow things that they should have into this trial, which is a major faux pas. So that's where we are. Good morning, Crystal Blue. The show last night with Silky was amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Please let it be the right verdict, not guilty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, hey, what's up, MLO coming in? Prayers for not guilty. Yeah, pray is all you can do. It's all you can do. Nervous people. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not really nervous. I'm just, I've expected this. It's time for it to come so that we can get beyond this phase, right? I have a relative that's in prison, that is a prison guard for the ISP prison system, or the Indiana State prison system, lives within an hour of this prison. So yeah, he works where they held LA. He won't say a word about this to anyone. He's probably on a non-disclosure agreement as well. Free Richard Allen or freedom doesn't exist. Everything's going to be okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, we'll be ready. Okay. We don't, that it's a really good point, Aunt No Angle. Remember, it'll all be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end yet. And that's God speaking right there. That's God speaking. All right. It'll be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. God wins in the end. Okay. I hope it's not guilty because the true killers need to be found, and I don't want the evidence to go missing and Richard Allen will be punished for someone else's guilt. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah, you guys. What's up, Melly Mel? Been a long time no see. Long time no see. Good to see you back. My heart just sunk. Prayers for Richard Allen and his family. Lord Jesus, I'm praying vindication for Richard Allen and his family. When you say LARP and actors, are you saying this is a psyop? No, I'm saying it's a cover up. It's a cover up in which the LARPers and the actors and the family and the others all participated together to cover up the murders of two little girls. Now, why would they do that? Okay. Well, that's what some people think, but I don't think so. I don't think that's what it says. So we disagree on that, but it's fine. We're able to disagree respectfully. Okay, go protecting the killers for own self-preservation. Well, kind of smelling like that. Why is this happening? Okay, this is a huge civil rights violation, not to mention his constitutional rights obliterated. Okay, you guys give me a moment, please. Okay, apologize. I'm back. I'm good to go now. I would hate to think my relative is one of the bad guards, but also can't say that they wouldn't be persuaded to turn their head if told to. Oh, there you go. Yes, not guilty until proved guilty. All right. Hello from UK. Welcome in, Kez 2307. I feel sick. I hope it's either a hung jury or not guilty. So do I. This is so intense. Thank you for all your hard work, informing us with all your insight videos, and going for a cup of tea. All right. Got to be part of a bigger case. Can't believe police are this bad. Who knows what we can even understand about this at this point in time? It's 8 p.m. It'll be 8 p.m. for all of us from the UK. Well, welcome from UK, local lass. God bless you. Good to see you. Like I said, the world is watching. These motherfuckers better do it right, because the world will not stop watching until justice is served for Libby and Abby. And that means the truth coming to the surface, not the railroading of someone that you want to make this all go away. Because guess what? It's not going away. It's not going away. This will not go away, no matter what. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Hey, Kim Young, thank you for the super chat, Kim Young. Thank you for shining a light on some truth, praying for Richard Allen and Abby and Libby. Absolutely. Listen, we absolutely do want justice for Abby and Libby, and we want every single scumbag piece of shit that had anything to do with their murders or the cover up of their murders to go down forever, and even the death penalty. But what we don't want is an attempt to railroad some man and make him the lone wolf killer in this. That's obviously not that type of situation, to make this case go away forever so that justice never comes for Abby and Libby, which is why we stand firm and we say justice for Abby and Libby means the truth coming to the surface in the Delphi murders narrative. And until it happens, we won't go away, we won't shut up, and the eyes of the world will be on this case. Hi from Greece. My opinion is that it's spider webs all around the place. I wish you health and your boys a sweet. Thank you. Welcome from Greece, Greece, Greece. All right. All right, guys. Hey, we're approaching that time. I think we got less than an hour, right? Less than an hour. Less than an hour. Thank you so much for your support, says Yaya. Thanks, Yaya. You're so awesome for being here. Thanks for being here. K West, look, you guys don't know Westy. Westy is one of my favorite, one of my best buds here. Westy and I go way back here. We've been stomping these streets for justice for Abby and Libby forever. Why don't everyone please say thank you to Westy for all that Westy has done in trying to shout the truth from these YouTube comment sections and chats. Westy's been instrumental in shouting the truth from the rooftop. So I just want to acknowledge Westy right now. You know what I mean? It's too often that we don't give our people their flowers. Uh, so please give Westy his flowers. He's been like hardcore truth teller from the day I stepped on YouTube. And guess what? He's been in my chat from the day I stepped on YouTube. He's been there. He's been there the whole time, being a badass. He's not afraid to shout truth to power. And I love Westy for that. So thanks, Westy. Peter Dragons saying verdict will be read at 3 p.m. Not sure what the law says about when it has to be read. Well, I heard there was a 2-hour window, so it makes sense. It makes sense. So that means we got 50 minutes. And like I said, I got about 5 people at the courthouse, a few in and a few out. So we'll know almost immediately. Okay? We will know almost immediately. The tentacles are attached to the state. I don't know, the state and the family? Courthouse is buzzing. Yeah, keep in mind, we have a couple individuals there with cameras rolling. So we'll be having footage for you that will be posted after this live stream. It'll be amazing, I promise you. I love you guys. Okay. 100% corruption in law enforcement and many, many more in this case from the very beginning. Yeah, including the searchers, the family, the relatives, the bikers, the meth dealers, Everybody lied. When your daughter and her friend are brutally murdered and you can't even go on camera once or speak out until trial, that says something. And what it says is not good. Why the 2 hour delay? Well, because that gives everyone time to be there, to get there and to be prepared. You understand? It's no big deal. You guys relax. It's normal. Uncle Benny says, I would have to acquit Richard Allen, no question. Unproven case and despicable behavior by law enforcement, the court, psychotic people, etc. Shameful. Shame. Exactly right. Thank you, Uncle Benny. You and I are right on the same page here. We're seeing eye to eye. Uh, you tell me, what was presented by the prosecution that was so compelling that it would push you beyond a reasonable doubt? Couldn't mention the shack, the cave, Odinus, the family, even those who confessed, those who had knowledge only the killer would know. Not a single tear, not a single tear from the Patties. Not from Kelsey, not from Mike, not from Becky, not a single fucking tear for 7.5 years. Where's the lie? In addition to the LARPing, it's the YouTubers intentionally obscuring facts and the obfuscation of events. Yeah. And the Facebook and Reddit mods. Well, you guys should see the videos. Oh my God, I've got 1,000 videos coming through. Yeah, I've got a lot of videos of what's happening out there. You guys should see this. It's a buzz. It's a buzz right now. So I'll be posting all of these after we end the stream. Lots of videos coming in. Thanks to my buds over there at the courthouse. It's a buzz. I'm telling you right now what it looks like. It's like a bunch of bees around a beehive. It's a buzz. All right. I don't think you could find 12 people to vote guilty. Not with this fiasco. That's what I'm saying. There's reasonable doubt. That's why you're not getting a guilty verdict. You're not. It's potential there could be a not guilty verdict if everyone has agreed there is reasonable doubt. But I think the most likely outcome would be hung jury, but we'll figure out. I don't know though. There's some smart people in the jury that would never vote for guilty, but how much interference did they get from the judge? And yeah, I don't know what we're going to get. They've deliberated a long damn time. Okay. There's truckloads of reasonable doubt. Yeah, truckloads. Come on, man. It's come on. We got to be real here. This is reality. This is reality. Okay. All right. Reasonable doubt. That's all the prosecution's case was. That's I believe that's why the defense presented so little of a defense, because they knew that it seems as if they knew that there was enough reasonable doubt that they didn't have to fight too hard. Because remember, when I was telling you that there was going to be a whole bunch of bombs dropped from the defense, I meant it. I was not just making shit up, okay? They had all kind of witnesses lined up with all kind of knowledge, especially regarding the meth trading criminal underworld. And it's so odd that they didn't do it. It's so odd that they just cut the presentation short, you know. I feel like I belong here, says Robinson. Thank you sincerely, the prof and the brilliant minds. Mwah. Thank you all. All right. Does anyone think that a guy would actually walk on a bridge with 12-inch spaces between the planks? Put on a loop. Yeah, whatever. Well, the whole bridge guy thing is a phantom. It was a phantom, a figment of your imagination of whoever created it. Unleash the Kraken. Hey, Sheila, 64-year-old Hoosier. My name is Sheila. Delphi's about 70 miles away. The first photos I saw all chained up, I said, they can't treat him like that. Something's wrong. That's enough. Thank you for mentioning that point. Do you remember how they marched him around? Let me put this down so I can say it. How they marched him around like Hannibal Lecter, all chained up with his arms uncomfortably positioned, with a shock collar on, a shock vest, and led around like he was Hannibal Lecter, the most dangerous serial killer. He's going to eat your face alive. Like they marched him around like that for PR purposes to influence the public's perception of who he was, to make him look like he's the absolute worst threat in the entire Midwest. Why would they do that? Yes, the trolls do it on all platforms, but you got to understand, YouTube has been the battleground for this case from the very beginning. Remember, Gray Hughes, Sleuth Intuition. YouTube has been the primary battleground, which is why most of it happened here. But they were also active on Reddit and Facebook groups, especially in the Facebook groups. The censorship was off the charts. Um, but the real battleground was YouTube. That's why I primarily operated here. While contact Bowen and Razi, you're going to need good defense. Yeah. All right. What's up? I have Apophis. Bless you. Welcome for being here. Can't wait to see what the weeks ahead hold. Really can't. Lawyerly is neutral, very neutral. She even leans their way somewhat, and they do it to her. Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine. So imagine what they do to us. Like threatening to kill us on an ongoing basis, going and digging up all of our family's information, social media, posting photos, threatening to kill them, blah, 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 blah. Domestic terrorist, cyber stalking, cyber criminals, dark web criminal underworld chomos, trolling the Delphi murders of two little girls. Why would they do that? Why would that be a thing? All right. You guys are amazing. I can't even keep up with all these comments. Thank you so much for being here. And please hit the like, leave a super chat, whatever. Uh, Leave a comment if you're on the replay. Share this with people. Get people here in this chat. If you're in the lurker crew, get people in this chat talking or in this comment section. The talking, the discussion is what's most needed here. Not me here talking, but all of you. We all have different opinions. The problem starts when bullies feel their opinion is worth more than what anyone else can say. Okay. Come on, jury. Hopefully not guilty, or you won't be able to look in the mirror again. Yeah, and they're going to be furious when they come out into the real world and they see what's been hidden from them. People are led into the courthouse so they won't see if any egos are aggregating outside. Hi, everyone. And you here, but there's no hug therapy. What? No, Sakoki is a great hug therapist, and I'm sure she'll be there to comfort everyone out there in the streets. Okay. Just switched over a sec to watch the live trolls outside the courthouse. Of course, in the chat, they say guilty, guilty. They're bloodthirsty. They're fucking bloodthirsty meth heads. Uh, well, they're about to find out. They're about to find out. It's hilarious. Welcome from South Africa. How do you say your name? Anna Lee Jordan. What a beautiful name, Anna Lee. Um, Welcome from South Africa. The eyes of the world are on this case. Uh, The eyes of the world are not going to turn away. Uh, they're fucked. Pardon my language. Swear jar. Swear jar. I hope people can remain calm and act like adults outside of the courtroom after this. Things could pop off quick. Well, like I said, I just got about 25 videos um, into the inbox, so I'll have to be posting those immediately. So please bear with me while I get those uploaded as this develops. But I'm not going to do it now while I'm on the stream. Okay. Anna Marie, blunt and to the point. I knew it came to the right place. Well, that's what we do here. That's why they hate us and love us. That's why you love us. That's why they hate us. Hugs and cigarettes for everybody, says Tracy Fleetwood. I was thinking try to quit smoking during this trial. Yeah, I didn't go buy any cigars, but I must admit, in the past week, I have consumed a few cigars, even though I had quit for a year. And I wish I had one today, but that's okay. We're having a we're having a great time here. I don't know why they allowed a guy that threatened to kill Richard Allen to be out there. Why? Yeah, why are they still allowing it? He's packing a gun. Okay. Don't think there is a better place to listen to the verdict together than here with Prof. Thank you. Okay. No, of course she's not going to allow that. We're going to have to sit out here and wait for someone to run out of the courthouse and tell us. For a fucking freak. Yeah, I'm simultaneously broadcasting and both have chats, all you guys. I'll be watching every minute, Prof. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys are amazing here. I'm trying to catch up with the chat so we can be up to the moment. Watching from Scotland. Welcome in, Francis O'Reilly. I'm hoping to hear a not guilty. I was on the fence at the start of trial, but I can't believe reasonable doubt was presented by the state. Exactly. Thank for exposing the shit. Yeah, the state presented reasonable doubt. That's all they presented, and like I said, the eyes of the world are on this case, and these people are never going to put the cat back into the bag. So, hey, welcome to disclosure, ladies and gentlemen. It's like the red pill is always difficult to swallow. It's a hot coal. The truth is bitter, and the bitter truth is coming. Blame the judge, remove her from the bench. Now the Indiana Supreme Court is culpable for this in shame, uh, insane injustice. I think what he meant. Insane injustice here. We blame Doug Carter and the Indiana Supreme Court. There's some explaining you have to do. There's explaining that needs to be done. YouTube just exposed her to the rest of us. Otherwise, under her rules, we would not know any of it. What I was meaning is that in closing, McClellan said that they seen Bridge Guy. They described, so yeah, he gaslit the entire fucking jury. I was furious about that. He also emotionally manipulated them. Um, it was very sinister, very nefarious what he did. Very emotionally manipulative, narcissistically manipulative, crazy making. It's like I said, there will be studies of this case for years to come. This is a landmark case in many ways, and you will be figuring that out. Go, Prof. What's up, Maggie? Tell it like it is. The world is watching. They may have been able to intimidate their corner of the world, but they can't intimidate the whole world. Nope, they're fucked. Nope. People will not stop. You understand how this is? It's addictive in a way where people they get a little taste of it, and then they get this hunger for the truth, and that's what has happened here. So people are coming into this, they're getting a little taste, and then they're getting a voracious hunger for the truth, and you can't make that go away. You can't. All right. The bridge guy is an optical delusion. Yeah, that's what I say. You say optical illusion. I can tell you, these people, man, these people are something else, man. Irish eyes are watching. Oh yeah, are you from Ireland? Welcome in before I go. Welcome. We ain't going nowhere. Regardless, glad I found your channel. Best place for facts. Thank you. Okay. All right, you guys are awesome. Trolls are the equivalent of Antifa. Well, they're the online version of their domestic terrorist organization operating on the internet to try to sway the outcome of the Delphi murders investigation. And they pretty much been working hard for years until we started exposing them, and they had to kind of back into the shadows and try to work from there. But we won't stop. There's going to be a lot more we're going to show you after this verdict comes on through. Great explanation of sock puppet accounts. Can't fucking make this shit up. In a world that feels completely upside down, I am glad I found your channel. I was feeling the truth had left the world. No, it hasn't. We are here and we will continue working. And so will everyone in the chat. There's so many of us. So many of us. We won't stop. Keep going, Prof. You're the best. Saudi Arabia watching. God bless you and welcome. The world is watching. We're not fucking around here. Thank you so much for being here. They're going into court now. Oh, 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes. Things are about to kick off. There could be a lot of innocent people sitting in prison because of these corrupt pieces of shit in Carroll County. And imagine, they're like this all over the world. This is happening all over the world. It's not just one place, but it's especially insidious in Indiana, so it's easy to shine a light on. And most other places, they get away with it a little better. They're a little more, you know, subtle about what they do. Right. They should all be held in contempt. No, it's obstruction of justice. They should all be charged with crimes, and all of the trolls should be charged with federal crimes. Because remember, all of these threats, intimidation, doxing, trolling, and terrorism has crossed state lines. Because I'm not in Indiana, so their threats against me have crossed state lines. That's federal crimes. Okay, they've also committed federal crimes through the mail system, utilizing the mail, sending me threatening mailings. That's also intimidating mail. That's also terrorism through the mail service, which is also a federal crime. There's that level of it. They've also interfered with and threatened my family, and those are other state lines. There's all kind of federal crimes have been committed just by the trolls alone, just against me. And imagine they've gone after others. I'm so glad they have a verdict. I wouldn't want him to go through that again. All right. It is weird. Patty went on vacation after the murders. Do you remember this? After the bike ride, Mike Patty got on an interview. He said, "Oh, it was awesome." Not a fucking single tear ever from these people. Ever. It's been a shit show from day one. Thank you for the super chats. Okay. You guys are amazing. Amazing supporters. You hear my little boy running around over there? I think he can feel it building. He knows something's going on here. Okay. Gull has been railroading people for years. Wow. Wow. I'd love to see the look on the family's face if it comes back not guilty. Yeah. See, that's why we needed videos and cameras in there. But that's okay. They're going to have to come out of the courtroom or the courthouse, and they will be videoed and photographed then. Oh, you're saying if a verdict is in, then it's not a hung jury. Ah, what's going to be not guilty? They are letting media in with their green card passes. Word is truth and transparency. Andrea will all be escorting the con in courthouse imminently. Everyone will be in there. Awesome, amazing. We'll be here too. Under and over it says, "Oh, I just finished part one last night and I have to watch part two. There's so much more to this case and it's a shame it's been so botched. I wish I found this channel prior, but I'm glad I'm here now." Oh, you must mean the truth about Delphi. Oh, God bless you and thank you for watching it. And please tell other people about it, because we put a lot of work into a lot of these live streams. Some of these live streams, you'll see over 100, 150 receipts in a 3-hour span. We've tried to present as many compelling receipts as we have to allow you to see for yourself um, the claims that we are making along the way. So God bless you all. If not guilty, no one will be arrested in the courthouse. Someone said this. If they had evidence, Kelsey being involved, they would have evidence. Well, you don't know what they have. I had an attorney back in '83 that at the last minute during court got my case switched to a different judge, which ended up saving me from prison and a felony DUI in Texas. Woo. What up, Callie? Welcome, Callie. And wow, that's very interesting. Okay. Have I caught up with you guys yet? I don't think so. Let me hurry on up. Okay. Praying, I have no faith in Indiana justice system. I feel that jury may be putting up a lot of smoke and mirrors from the public due to fear, hoping and praying for justice. God knows. My stomach is doing a loop. Yeah, that's the meth. That's what I'm saying. It's the meth epidemic, and the meth dealers and the terrorist bikers. They run the place, and it's time for it all to end. It needs to be cleaned out. Okay. Okay. Yep, they also tried that. They tried pulling that one. That she said she didn't love her dad. Remember, they alleged this was troll farm too, and the lying fucking state actors. They said he molested his children or his daughter and others. They didn't love him. He was a piece of shit, a sexual criminal, a sexual offender. Then they pulled her on the stand to embarrass her with that question. And she said, no, he didn't molest me. And then she said, yes, I do love him. And what did they do? They came out and said, she said, no, she doesn't love her father. And they ran with it. And it was all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all propaganda. It's disinformation. It's a PR campaign for the killers. Watching live streams make you wonder how many are carrying and have thrown threats around. All right. Hey, what's up, Dieter? Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. So much, so much for that. And Starlight Synchronicity, too. Thank you for your excellent work, Prof. Thank you for your super chat. All right. Luttrell prosecution found liable for falsifying evidence in another case. But what do you think this prosecution has done and this law enforcement? And the judge has greenlit every single aspect. She sustained every single objection. She's denied every single defense request. It's clearly biased, and that's not the way it's supposed to go. You get it? And I'm sure that you guys read the jury instructions. If you hadn't, I suggest you go read them. They're very good jury instructions. And I think if you read them, you'll understand that it's pretty likely there's going to be a not guilty, because she reminded them of the bar of reasonable doubt and how that's different from beyond all possible doubt type of thing. Okay. Maybe they play the original and notice the difference between the original and the enhanced. Oh, that was explained as well. Thank you, TPH. Rotten eggs in any scenario always ruin it for the good ones. Who's saying the jury is special ed if it's not guilty? Please tell me who is that. Sure, it's Troll Farm. All right. Thank you, Ron. Thanks for the yeah. Everyone hit the like, please, and take care of us over here. The jury is basically all of us. Well, we are the jury, actually, because we'll never stop until the truth comes to the surface of the Delphi murders narrative. Bottom line. Okay. Hopefully, they get rid of the DA, the sheriff, and many of the rest of them, and a goddamn judge, and the prosecutor, and the mayor, and the former mayor. The railroad needs to end. It needs to be dug up, and all the rails and the crossbars, everything needs to be thrown away. This has to be. We got to clean out Indiana. Okay. Okay. We will know momentarily. We will, and we will all be praying. Actually, give me a moment here. I'm gonna cough quite a bit. Throat's a little messed up. Um, and then I want to have a little talk. Hold on. Okay. It's great news. A verdict is reached, meaning no hung jury. Oh, I get it. There's no way all them jurors will find him guilty. No. Especially remember, there's reasonable doubt, there's good jury instructions. And remember this, every piece of weak ass evidence the prosecution presented was beat to shit, was destroyed by the defense experts. Even the mental health. Remember, all they really had was a confession and the ballistics. And remember, the defense experts proved beyond a reasonable doubt that you could not exclude Brad Weber's gun from having ejected that round. So that bullet's out as far as reasonable doubt goes. Then the confessions, okay, which were weak on their surface and which even Monica Walla admitted there was psychosis. Well, then the defense came and their experts showed that, yeah, he absolutely was undergoing this episode. He absolutely was forcibly medicated. Then they were shown the fucking torture videos and all the other shit. It's not guilty. You understand? Beyond a reasonable doubt, if we've come to a verdict, it means not guilty. My only assumption would be hung jury or not guilty. There's no way you get a guilty verdict out of this. So it means not guilty, which means shit's about to hit the fan real bad, and Indiana is going to have an extreme problem on their hands. Okay? At least that's my opinion. Okay. So you guys just buck up, soldiers. Buck up. Thank you. All right. So here's what I want to do. I just want to say this. You got to say, Lord, please, please, Lord, you've walked with us hand in hand. You've carried us when times were tough. You've brought us through very many difficult situations in our life. And it's in facing this incredible evil that we face, the work of Satan himself. And we ask you to continue to bless us in all ways, continue to protect the innocent, continue to take care of the children, and continue to bring true justice to the world, because the justice of God is a justice of truth, is the justice of heaven. It is true justice. And the voice of God screaming the truth to evil and to the devil is absolutely what justice is. And it's the end of the word, it's the beginning of the word. And we know that in all ways, God and truth and justice is victorious in the end. And we ask that you show us today and you allow us today to see this very event as a demonstration of true justice and of God's justice, because that's what is needed in this world, in a world of so many lies, so much deception and deceit and evil and murder, dealing with two little children who were truly innocent, no matter what they may have done or been involved in or have been related to or been surrounded by. These two children were truly children. They were truly innocent. God says that the children are the most innocent, that we should become like children. And we over here, we speak for these children because their voices have been silenced by their murders. Okay. And we've all gathered here together to raise our voices to try to speak for those victims who cannot speak for themselves. And by that, we mean the victims of these horrible murderers. And that's Abby and Libby in this case, and also those Florida girls and every other victim who's been silenced. We speak for them. We're here for them. We're here to speak truth to power, to give them a voice. And we will not rest. And whether Richard Allen is is acquitted today or found guilty, but even acquitted today, just keep in mind his acquittal only means that he is relieved of this pain and this evil, but that Abby and Libby still need true justice. They still need to be relieved of this evil plague that had been cast upon them at 13 and 14 years old as truly innocent children. So we're here today. We're here to support truth about Delphi, which means Richard Allen being relieved of this burden. But then we have to continue to look forward to true truth for this. And that would mean that we continue on and on and on and on until we get the actual answers, the actual truth, the actual killers of Abby and Libby. And that's what is demanded, because God would have it no other way. And so that's my little prayer for all you guys, and that's what I hope for here is true justice. And I believe we will see it. And it won't be today, it won't be tomorrow, it won't be next week, but it will be in the end. We will get there, and we will keep headlong into it. Okay. And that's why we're here. That's why we came here. When I started following this case years and years ago, that's why I was following it. When I decided to step on YouTube, that's why I stepped on the YouTube. When I come here and hit the live button every day, that's why I hit the live button. And so that's why we're here. And we're not going to stop. Okay, we're not going to stop. Guilty on all counts. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Let's go look. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see what comes out, because isn't it not even three? Isn't it? It's not 3 o'clock yet, is it? Didn't they say three? There's no way a jury can go guilty on all counts. You got to get out of here with that. There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way. Wow, there's no way. That is unbelievable. Whoo-hoo. Wow, how sickening is that? All right, let's keep looking. Well, there's no way it can be guilty on all counts. I mean, look at, there was no case presented. Yeah, well, something's wrong. Something's wrong. There's that. Look, think, how could this be guilty on all counts with what you know they presented? Everybody's leaving the courthouse. Wow. Well, you got to ask yourself what's going to hit. Okay, what's going to happen? When are the feds going to look at this and figure out what just happened? Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with this chat. There's so much spoliation in this trial. The case reeks of deep state. Well, like I said, what's going to happen when this is reviewed? What's going to happen? I guess we're going to be hearing it from the people themselves. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, looking for the people themselves. All right. Wow. How can you be guilty on all counts? That's just, it's absolutely nonsensical. Like, just think about this. Absolutely nonsensical. It says, the world is watching. There's no way a jury, like, you got to be kidding me here. There's no evidence. That's what I'm saying. I can't even believe it. It's unbelievable. And remember, we had people in that courtroom watching this jury and watching what was presented, and it's just absolutely unfathomable that that this would transpire. But it's happened before. Yeah, I'm 30 minutes behind. Sorry about that. I'm trying to catch up. It's 30 minutes behind. It's happened before, is what I'm saying. It's happened before, and there are plenty of innocent people convicted guilty in prison right now. Okay, but this is Jesus Christ. This is not going to. I mean, this is not going to end. It's going to go on and on. And just imagine what they did to try to manipulate this jury with all that's been withheld. Okay, like we've been saying, what they have done has been absolutely criminal. It's obstruction of justice. Welcome from El Salvador. El Salvador, criminal uh, underworld. World is watching. Central America. They say the verdict. This verdict makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. So, I mean, they literally tortured the man. They tortured him. They blocked or obstructed most of the defense. Okay. The defense didn't even present but a third of its defense. It's interesting. Why? Yeah, Abby and Libby doesn't get justice today for that verdict. Okay. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't understand it. Like, what I don't understand, how do you prove he murdered the girls? I can understand if you think there's no reasonable doubt that he was involved, but how do you prove when you had witnesses say that they somewhat saw someone 5'10", muscular, dressed in all black, you had zero forensics on him, zero forensics digitally, zero forensics of him on the girls. How do you address it? How do you address that? Boy, boy, boy. What is Doug Carter going to say? Where's his ass now with the tentacles? Where are the tentacles in this, Doug Carter? Remember, they said that there were jurors who had relatives in law enforcement. Remember, the prosecutor is related to the one of the victim's family. Okay. Hoping justice prevails. How dull and mystery meet. Seems like we aren't too far away in the hole without a log. Thanks, Prof. All right. It's a big old network stretch. Its woeful tentacles here too, unfortunately intact. You could argue after the research I literally started here. It literally started, but there's a conversation. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you're referring to. Wow. Just horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Okay? It's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be interesting to see what Doug Carter has to come out with his twiddly dee twiddly dum fucking riddling statements. What is he going to say? I mean, it's like the mafia. Okay, it's the redneck mafia over there in Carroll County. What are they going to? They're going to stand shoulder to shoulder, and go down to the end with this. What are they going to say? How are they going to deal with it? Doug Carter, you got to come and address your thing. Okay. Where are the tentacles with Richard Allen? How did you allow? How was this kind of corrupt investigation allowed? How was it allowed? And how does a guilty, how does a jury reach a guilty verdict with what all that we saw? How? You know, today is the day. Today is the day. Doug Carter, can you explain? Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. How that's what I'm saying, Ding Dong. How in the earth can you get guilty from what we just saw? It's really curious. It's really curious. Prof in chat for this verdict. Nowhere else I'd rather be. It won't be justice for Abby and Libby today, but hoping the truth sets Rick free. Well, I mean, it's a sham. I mean, how on earth does a jury deliberate that long with that much reasonable doubt presented by the prosecution and still come out not with a hung jury, but with a guilty verdict on all four counts of murder? Yeah, it's awful. um, why was it okay to have Mullen in there with them? The feds need to be coming. That's what I'm saying. Is it time yet for the feds to step in and say, You can't do this. Yeah, I see. I've caught up with you guys now. Finally. Lord help us all. Lord help us all. Um, but Lord help this process because, I mean, look, honestly, do all of you in the chat, do you feel that justice was served to Libby and Abby with, with now the conviction of Richard Allen on 4 counts of murder? The confessions, yeah, the confessions that were coerced by the Odinist guards threatening to kill him and his family, and all the other inmates threatened to kill him and his family, and the forced injections while he's undergoing a psychotic break. Those confessions, it absolutely makes no sense. How do you get beyond a reasonable doubt with these people? Like, there's absolutely no way. Is this the bloodlust that was talked about? Is it? And I'll tell you now, if you want to talk about the judicial system, let's be real here. Let's talk about the lawfare that we've seen in politics and how all the corrupt judges and the corrupt prosecutors attempted to pull off what they attempted to pull off using the legal system against you know who and all of his people. So you're going to have a hell of a road ahead as we watch this play out. Prob, he's supposedly guilty. Yeah, on all 4 counts. Yeah, I see. I'm finally catching up to that moment. So apologize. Yep. Chat is saying guilty on all counts. What a travesty. What a travesty. God didn't come through. Well, we don't know what the end game is here. We don't know what the end game is. Because the end game that we're wanting and we're looking for is true justice, a truth coming to the surface. But that's what I was trying to take a poll here. I'm trying to take a poll in this chat and say, who here feels that the truth has come to the surface for Libby and Abby, that justice has been served? Does this make you feel better? Does this seem like a sense of resolution? I mean, doesn't seem like it is to me. They are saying guilty on all counts. Yep, finally made it to this moment. So here we go. How on earth does listen? How do 12 people think about it? 12 people. Let's do a litmus here. Could we get 12 out of 12? Could we get that's 100%. Isn't that amazing? A unanimous decision means 100% of the people. We know there's not 100% of the people out here in the YouTubes. There's not 100% of the people on Facebook. So how in the hell are 100% of the people in the jury box convinced beyond a reasonable doubt? How is that even possible? How is it possible? But here's what you do. You let them have their party today because we'll have our party tomorrow. Okay, because there's absolutely no way you get 100% of the people convinced he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. It's absolutely no way. But just another injustice to Abby and Libby. Okay. But we're looking at the feds. We're saying, feds, where are you? Oversight, where are you? Checks and balances, where are you? I just, I absolutely cannot conceive of how you could get 12 out of 12. That's 100% of the people. In no world would you get 100% of the people to agree beyond a reasonable doubt. This is why the appellate court exists. Yes. And I told you already, I guarantee you there's a large contingent that's going to go into this. It's unbelievable. They just opened a huge Pandora's box, but this is pure BS to be a fly on the wall when they see what's been kept from them. Well, like I told you, um, they're going to come out into the real world and they're going to come into all of this information and all that's what's been held from them, including the Franks memorandum, including the everything. Okay, everything. I'm in tears from Scotland, Prof. I'm sending you massive hugs. Don't worry, Elizabeth Jones, we're here for you. I am perfectly okay because I look at the end game. I look at the long game, which is the long game is actual truth coming to surface. Okay, not the gaslight bullshit, not a lack of evidence. I just don't understand how 12 people could decide it. Can't help but suspect the jury was corrupted. I don't, it doesn't compute. It absolutely doesn't compute. But look at the veil of secrecy around this case. Look at what was kept. Look at all the truth that was kept from the jurors. You understand? This is obstruction of justice at its highest levels. This is using the criminal justice system, the court system, um, to commit crimes. And look at what, like I said, look at what has been happening politically. Okay, it exists. How in the fuck do you find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? Yeah, unanimously, 12 out of 12, 100%. You know, how does it happen? It doesn't happen. So there's something wrong here, but we're going to figure out. And like I said, remember, a huge part of it could be all that they have kept from this jury. Okay. And remember this too. We had lying witnesses. Okay. We had lying witnesses on the stand who perjured themselves on the stand, lied to the jury. Okay. So we know that. If this is true, they will get rid of this poor innocent man. God, please help. That's what I mean. It's impossible, Adrian. Yeah, it makes no sense. But you guys don't worry. We won't stop talking. We won't stop talking about it. Um, there will be appeal, and there will be jurors coming out talking and discovering. And yeah, I agree. There has to be more than one or two compromised. I mean, Jesus. But look at what was kept from them, which is the truth. Okay. What was kept from them? The truth. There is zero chance that all 12 jurors convicted were on this case. I just don't see how it's possible. Yeah. Even the timeline was wrong. Exactly. And you had the phone being, how do they explain, how does a jury get to your unanimous guilty verdict when you had a cable being plugged into the phone at the time the alleged perpetrator was gone, and then hours and hours later being unplugged? Who did that? Not a single witness ID'd him. Yep, this is wrong. It's wrong. But remember, as I said, there will be appeal. There will be jurors coming out and talking. They will be discovering stuff. They're going to tell some truth. Something's going to give. And maybe the feds will come in and say, something got to happen. They'll say, something got to happen here. At least Gull made so many errors. Appeal has to reverse it. Yeah, that's going to take years, though. It's going to be a huge fight. Uh, Someone's going to have to intervene from the federal level to say, you cannot do this in Indiana. Something happened in the courtroom when they were all alone. Jury was sequestered to make sure they didn't see the truth. Feel like he won't even make it to appeal. What a sham of justice. It does seem disturbing, doesn't it? It sure does. I won't tell you that I'm not disturbed. Yeah, these jurors are going to wake up and they're going to start. Imagine these jurors just gave this man a death sentence. Essentially, these jurors just gave this man a death sentence with a lack of information. Wait till they come out and they learn information and they start feeling bad about their decision. They're going to talk. Okay, so that's where we are. Shack. They didn't even hear about the shack. They didn't hear about the meth dealing. They didn't hear about all of Derek's circle. You know, something happened. Something happened. So we'll figure it all out, and they will too. Yeah, exactly, Ron. It ain't over. What did she say, Lisa? What did she say? Can you quote what she said about the demeanor? Proves what you've been saying, Prof. Indiana opened up the can of worms they wish they never did, thinking a form of jury tampering was involved here. There's no effing way that after nearly 2 weeks to come up with this decision. Yeah, and after how many hours of deliberation? It's inconceivable. So they had to stack the box. Well, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen here. People are going to come out. These jurors are going to figure out what happened. They're going to start talking, some of them, and then we'll learn what happened. And where are the feds? Where's the obstruction of justice? Has clearly happened. Okay. Of course, today's not the day. These jurors are going to be a hot mess once they see what it all really is. I'll be here for that too. Well, they'll find all of our channels and they will learn. And geez, I'm actually floored. I'm actually astonished. That's what I'm saying, Seb. There wasn't even enough to arrest him, much less a unanimous guilty. 100% of the people in that box agree that he committed that crime alone, despite the weakness of the evidence presented and the overwhelming doubt that was cast by the defense. And how can a juror possibly explain that and explain that phone? You know, geez. Okay. This can and does routinely happen to anyone. Wonder what the jury will think once they see the rest of the evidence. The judge was bought for sure. Now, was the jury bought or threatened? The jury was tired and ready to be done. Usually, the most ignorant in the room can eventually wear opposition down. Well, if this is disclosure, I guess I would say to think about it in this way. If this is the disclosure that is promised us, is this part of that birthing process, part of that red pill where we have to see it go to this level? Absolutely infuriating. Yeah, wait until they learn. Jury should be ashamed to send an innocent man to prison. I hope they don't give him the death penalty. Well, they're going to learn. I like to see the jurors do interviews and explain because, yeah, they don't have all the defense case, but there was still so much reasonable doubt. Can't tell you. Maybe this is part of what we have to go through is the seeing the absolute injustice perpetrated before something comes. And that something could come in the next month. Well, God bless you guys. I know you're all upset, but listen, being upset might be part of the process that you need to step up to another level of advocacy. Okay. Remember when I said you need to all write letters? And I mean it. I mean it. I truly do mean it. Even if you write a good way to do it, you can write one letter. You write one killer letter, knockout letter, and you start to send. Okay. You send it to the county, you send it to the state politicians, you send it to the federal politician. You hit every damn politician and you send it to the FBI, you send it to the Indiana State Police. You get your letters going and get your ass in gear. Step up to another level of accountability for this. Okay. We need to write the state reps over there and demand inquiry into why all exculpatory evidence was prohibited at trial, no due process. But yes, that's what I mean. You start to hold these politicians. You know what the politicians are afraid of? You. You start to hold those politicians accountable for their bullshit and the bullshit that goes on in their states, and tell them you're voting them out of office. You say, you piece of shit, absolutely, this has happened. And if you don't do something about it, I'm voting you out of office. You tell them that. You write to the politicians you like and the ones you don't like, and write the same fucking letter and tell them all, I'm voting you all out of office, no matter what. Whoever of you don't take action and clean this shit up, I'm writing you out. I don't even care about political affiliations. Democrat, if you don't deal with this shit and clean house in Indiana, I'm writing you out, voting you out of office. Oh, Republican, if you don't deal with this shit and clean up Indiana, I'm voting you out of office. You tell them all you're voting the fuck out of office. And see what happens. Because the American public is brainwashed. Yeah. This is Horrible Been lurking from Sweden. Welcome, love songs from Sweden, Scandinavia. It's an awful day for Rick and the world. His family, for the truth, justice in Indiana, and for the girls because the killers are free. Well, like I said, maybe this is part of waking up. Um, if this is part of the waking up is swallowing a red pill, a hot coal, the bitter truth. And the bitter truth is that this entire judicial system, listen, it's just like the education system, the judicial system. All systems in this country are absolutely corrupted. They're absolutely controlled. It's called a Masonic absolute control stranglehold on this entire nation. Until you wake up to that control that's institutionalized, you will never be a free thinker. You got to understand, everything got to go. Everything needs an enema. The judicial system, the justice system, the education system, you know, the political system. This country needs an enema. And maybe you don't want to hear that because maybe you are brainwashed by politics. Maybe you're brainwashed by politics. It's easy because they've used the MK Ultra mind control through the television systems and mass media for years to control the public. Part of waking up is that you swallow that hot coal to realize maybe you've been wrong all these years. Maybe you have. And realizing you're wrong, it's kind of like when you break up with a narcissistic relationship. Uh, and as time progresses, you start to realize the abuse you had been suffering, and you start to be. It's astonishing at first because you realize, like, wait, I accepted that shit all these years. I accepted that significant other gaslighting me, crazy making, victim blaming, et cetera, lying, abusing, manipulating, and you start to realize, oh, I did. I was an idiot. But the amazing thing about that point is like the shedding of a skin. You get to a point where you say, oh shit, I will never accept that again. I was a weak little worm. I was needy. I was accepting shit I shouldn't accept for the neediness of the love I thought I was getting. And part of that waking up to all of this is shedding that layer. And so there could be many of you out there who are listening who you've been suffering from the narcissistic abuse of the mass media and of the brainwashing MK Ultra conditioning that has been instilled in you since birth. And the consuming of media, of mass media, is the absolute number one thing. It's insidious, and it's really taking control like a plague over the minds of a lot of people, many people. And maybe this is part of that realization for you. This could be a small part of that realization that the justice system is absolutely corrupt, absolutely in need of an overhaul. Like I said, just like the political system, the education system, all systems. Okay, this is a failed experiment, and things need to be done. And that's what it is. There's no way. Just think about it. How in the world can 100% of the people? I mean, there's not 100% of you on YouTube who believe he's guilty. There's not 100% of you who believe he's innocent. How on earth can 100% of the jurors in that jury box come back with he's guilty with the shoddy case that we saw presented? Okay, something's wrong here. Amarantha Arcadia Castillo Gomez, welcome. Thank you for your congruency and courage. As a researcher in Mexico, I find it difficult that people in Delphi do not know who committed this crime. They're afraid. Mucho gusto. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here from Mexico. Te amo, Mexico. Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you here. Like I said, the world is watching. The world is seeing this. But don't ever talk to a single fucking cop. The first thing you say is, I need a lawyer. I don't talk to cops without a lawyer. That's the first thing you say. You say it immediately. That's all you say. Okay? You don't say anything else. Um, on Veterans Day, the Constitution died in Indiana. It's unbelievable. But here we are. We're here. If drugs are involved, I'm not even sure. I'm sure even Richard Allen can declare himself guilty to protect his family. It's really sad. right. No justice served. Oh, am I just catching up to that question I asked? Damn, that's 30 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. Damn, I got way behind in my rant. Hell, yeah, but everyone's saying no justice is not served. I get it. That's where I am. So I'm going to fast forward through all that. But maybe this is the red pill you need to wake the fuck up to this entire system being corrupt and there being a need for an entire overhaul of the United States of America. I mean, it's, hey, I'm not telling you what to think or what to believe, but you got to understand there's a need for an overhaul. And it's just where we are. The day the music died and we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, the Mercury Comet, and the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, saying this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Yep, they agreed to do this with zero evidence against an innocent man, and they think that they will get away with it. Hey, Hard Candy, I love you. Thanks for being so welcoming me into your community. Hey, I welcome everyone, and especially you, because you and I had a little rough start, but then we agreed that we love each other, and I love you all, and this community is for you. It's not for me. So just be encouraged. Okay? Everyone, be encouraged. I think this jury was put in a terrible position, and Gull got the verdict she designed. Well, yeah, she got the verdict. Remember, she totally railroaded this man. Remember, she attempted to remove his defense from him under false accusations of leaking of discovery. Supreme Court said, hell no, put them back. Then she had the prosecutor attempt to jail them in contempt. And Julie Melvin Skilp Jansen kept that from happening. Remember? Okay. Then she subsequently refused to allow any Frank's motions, although she had promised to allow that to her hand-chosen counsel for Richard Allen. Then once they came back, she put up every roadblock in the world to a presentation of a defense. And that's what we have seen. Okay. Only came across your channel in the last couple of days and I felt like I'd come home. This result is cruel and disgusting, feeling heartbroken. Oh, well, don't worry. Okay. Buck on up, soldiers, because you got a lot of resources you can access on this channel. We have a wonderful community here in the chat, and we will keep going. We will keep talking. And like I said, this should be the charge to you now is step on up to another level of accountability. If you feel this is wrong, if you feel this is a lie, if you feel there's something about this, you step on up and do more. There's no reason that every single one of you can't have a YouTube channel just like I do, doing what I do. There's no reason that every single one of you can't write ball-busting letters to your politicians and holding them accountable. Everyone could do more. And so, like I said, Twitter was blowing up. Even if you do something as simple as go onto Twitter and start to do more. Okay. But it's obvious carriage of injustice and miscarriage of justice. So it's inconceivable to me that 12 jurors could unanimously convict on this lack of evidence at pretending that are you telling me these 12 jurors, 100% of the people in that jury box didn't see any reasonable doubt? It's inconceivable. The jury looked a mess and couldn't look people in the eyes. Yeah. Well, we're going to find out about this shit. We will be finding out. Okay. And they will be finding out too. All right. So the jurors will find out all of our channels and all of our information, and the jurors will wake up and get angry. They'll be very angry. And you know what angry people do who feel that they've been manipulated? They lash out. And some of the jurors will be lashing out. But we won't stop. So must be the FBI sting codenamed Punked Ass Tentacles. What the fuck? Yeah. You can get arrested in Indiana without cause. You can get in prison for life without evidence. Feds won't come. It's a pipe dream. Peer pressure is an incredible thing. It may not be as easy as you may think to stand your ground if you're outnumbered 11-1. It just makes no sense. Oh, well, so let me try to catch up with this and then we'll take a break. We'll adjourn for the day and let everyone go. And everyone probably needs to go take a deep breath, get something to drink, take a walk, um, go and take in some fresh air and sunshine and touch some grass. Ironically, this will cause the groundswell and actual investigation. Pardon me. But you just could never convince me that 12 people, 100% of the people in that jury box would all agree unanimously that this man is guilty beyond all reasonable doubt with what we've seen. Yep. I so many awesome comments. Sorry I can't put them all up, but this whole thing is it's a shit show. But listen, think about what's happened. The eyes of the world have been drawn to this case. There's 10 times the number of observers now than there were 2 months ago. And so that's what we're about to that's where about they're about to have to face is the scrutiny of the world now. Because yeah, sure, people have always been interested, but trust me, in these next weeks and months, people are going to be looking into this, and there's going to be a tidal wave of deep diving, a whole influx of people. Okay. Sunday, hey, I'm crying so hard. I followed this case from day one. Just found your channel. Crime Night has been one of my sources. When you said the Patties did not shed a tear, I lost it. Corrupt. Not a single tear, ever. Okay. This jury verdict is also a reflection of the educational system and typical intelligence levels in Indiana. Yeah, but what's odd about that, the jury was asking very good questions. Remember, as we went through this, um, they were asking a bunch of very good questions. Ironically, this will cause a groundswell in actual investigation they've been working so hard to avoid all these years. And like I said, they just attracted 10 times the amount of followers to this case. So if you thought it was bad before, it's going to get bad now. The Lord, where we belong, and to the Lord we shall return. They will get theirs, yes, because everyone on their deathbed, they encounter accountability spiritually. There's absolutely no way any level-headed jury would ever convict this guy. I mean, it's the ultimate gaslight. It's actually fascinating because you know how life is more surprising than you ever expect it to be. It's actually astonishing. Okay. They weren't allowed to say, yeah, the bridge guy narrative broke everyone's brains. And they tried for years to get that through to people. Remember, since day one, Gray Hughes, all the assholes, the fucking fairy tale fantasy narrative. Every DOC employee admitted on the stand to violating their policies. Yes, including Monica Walla, including her supervisor. Okay. All right. I'm going to go read Truth and Transparency's thing. Let me go. Let me do it. She came in here very nice to us. So we'll honor her with going read what she has to say. Let's see. Delphi update. Truth and Transparency. Guilty on all four counts. Juror 11 was the foreman. First, wow. Second, wow. Not one juror could look at anyone. Their heads were down. They weren't proud. Third juror, wow. Juror 6 was a mess. He didn't have his glasses on. Never once had his glasses off the entire time of the trial. We will be doing this all again. And that's what she had to say. Yeah, not too proud of that, are you? Not too proud of that? I wouldn't be too proud of that either. I wouldn't be too proud of what just happened. And today is not the day. This is not uh, justice for Abby and Libby. Are you kidding me? How on earth could this be justice for Abby and Libby when we know there's no way this happened the way they said it? Look at all the information that was withheld from that jury, and you expected that jury to make the right decision on the fate of this man? You gave an incorrect timeline. You withheld exculpatory evidence. You destroyed evidence. You deleted evidence. You tortured him. You threatened, intimidated docs. I mean, what were they doing for 19 hours? Yeah, they are disgusted, but what you do is you don't target the jury. You don't blame the jury. Imagine this. What if you knew nothing about this case and all you saw was what they were presented and all of that shit was withheld from you and you were gaslit by the prosecutor and you had a judge who was enabling the obstruction of justice? What if all that was going down? Okay. All right. Lawyer Lee mentioned a Pew Research statistic showing federal judges have 99% guilty verdicts. There's a strong pro-state bias. Well, that's what I was saying early in the stream. You come in, you want to believe law enforcement, you want to believe the prosecutors, you want to believe the judges, you want to believe the family members. That's what people do. That's your natural inclination. Especially you've been conditioned by the corrupt system here to do so. Trust cops, until you have firsthand experience. The judge was supposed to oversee a fair trial. Go and law enforcement remove, lost, or hid every piece of exculpatory evidence before trial even began. How a tragedy of this magnitude can happen in the USA? Well, like I said, look into politics. Look at what they've been doing with the court system. I do not have this confirmed yet, but people who are in the courtroom are saying the information Judge Gull personally threatened the jury today. Unconfirmed, but that's the scuttlebutt. Really? Well, we'll have to hear more. I'm sure the shit will be hitting the fan. The shit is currently hitting the fan. That's where we are. Okay. All right. They were supposed to be intelligent. Well, they asked intelligent questions. All right. All of those hours of intimidation make no sense. Yep. All right. The defense have been gagged and handcuffed, but now they can let it rip. Well, we'll be talking. Okay. Like I said, today, what I think we should do is recess soon, let you all go process, let you have some fresh air, some sunshine, some refreshments, stretch your legs, rest yourselves, clear your minds, and let your heart lighten again. And then we'll come back and we'll talk later. Later tonight, tomorrow, we'll do another live and we'll get back at it. Yeah, no wonder Holman was seen smiling, taking pictures with people. He already knew what the verdict would be. Yeah. There's no way that absolutely like the amazing thing is how is this justice for Libby and Abby? How how on earth is that justice for Libby and Abby when you were privy to what was presented and what was hidden, what was obscured? Okay. Now remember, on appeal, there's a whole lot that can be brought up that she every single item that was objected to comes around on appeal, doesn't it? She greenlit and she just totally sustained every objection from that corrupt fucking prosecutor. So they're about to have a shit storm because the entire world is watching. You're about to have a tidal wave of attorneys on this case, and a bunch of civilians from around the world looking at this. You're probably going to have feds reviewing it. Um, it's going to be big. Thank you for the super chat, Dieter. Dieter, thank you so much, Dieter. And thank you for the membership. Michelle Culler becomes a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a member and welcome. Enjoy the members only videos. David Rogers, Joe Lewis is going to be ballistic when he hears this shit. Yeah, well, it's first of all, it's heartbreaking. Joe Lewis has a big heart. He's going to be heartbroken. But then he's going to transform that anger into a righteous rage. And trust me, you're going to see a Joe like you've never seen before. If I was a jury and I found out about all the evidence that wasn't let in or lost, anything like that, I'd be pissed. I am on there trying to do a job for our Constitution, and this was not fair. No, and the judge made it all happen. Remember that. You all never forget that though that law enforcement and that judge made all of this happen. And you had witnesses lying on the stand. Email Doug Carter. Doug Carter has an email address. Start sending him letters. Like I said, this should be a call to everyone to become more engaged. Time to step up, make some YouTube channels, write some letters, get a Twitter account, do what you got to do. Go on Facebook, make some Facebook groups. Stop letting these gaslighting assholes rule Facebook. Go into Facebook and take over the Delphi narrative. That's what you do. Okay? You go take over this Facebook because they've had control. They've had a stranglehold on Facebook for so many years. Go take over Facebook. Go take over Twitter. Come on, take over these YouTubes. We need you all. We need more. I mean, we've been out here alone doing this shit. So we appreciate the chat, but see what you can do besides the chat. Engage. All right. We're going to need you. Remember that. We need the numbers because we need more numbers to hold this accountability to people because we've been out here by ourselves a long time. You know, we need more. So try to come on. All right. So let me see if I can catch up with the chat and then we'll get out of here for a little while. Let everyone go stretch their legs. Well, so now don't worry. Now the troll farm's not going to kill Richard Allen with a hit or with shooting him outside of the courthouse. Now what they're going to do, they're going to kill him in prison. So they're going to continue to torture him. Trust me, he will be tortured. He will be tased. He will be starved. He will be forcibly medicated. They're going to try whatever they can do to keep on making him get dead. Really? Was Doug Carter and Jerry Holman hugging? Really? Where's the tentacles, Doug Carter? You guys need to start emailing Doug Carter. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get out of here. Let me see if I can catch up to this chat real quick. I'm 30 minutes behind. Jeez, man. It's got killing me here. I'm trying to get off of here. All right. Like I said, I'll be infuriated. I would be infuriated once I read about all the evidence that was not let in to be considered. Thank you for a super chat, Love Songs Prof. Thank you. The only place where I felt welcomed and safe. Love to chat here. Well, we love having you. Keep on keeping on. Thank you so much. I have one son who's Republican, one who's Democrat. They are both alarmed by this. Who cares what party your reps belong to? Disregard for due process is coming for everyone. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying. No matter. You write all of these politicians and you say, you fucking do something about this, or we're voting you out of office. That's it. All right. Oops. Can I get that going? All right, there you go. All right, y'all. So see how much I can get ahead here. I hate skipping over chats though. Hey, Silky. Silky's here. What's up, Silky? Silky, you just don't worry your little heart. We got this. We'll keep talking. We'll keep loving. We'll keep telling the truth. We don't care about these little speed bumps. All right. Thanks for coming in, Silky. We had an amazing show last night. Thanks everyone who was watching it too. It was really good comments we got. It's a wonderful show. We need to be writing. That's what I'm saying though. Even if you do one email, make an amazing, beautiful email. Spend a day or two on it. And then start sending it to everyone. All right. All right. Hey, I want to thank everyone who's in here. I mean, I'm trying to get a bunch of chats up here. Okay, all nodded and shook their hands and said yes to guilty. Unbelievable. How on earth could they get 100% of the people to decide and agree that there's no reasonable doubt? Just think of that concept. They managed to have 100% of the people agree that there's no reasonable doubt whatsoever. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Good idea. Good idea. If you struggle with the thought of becoming a YouTube creator, create a playlist on your channel of the videos from those you see who are speaking truth, pointing out justice. Right. You can share, you can create long, poignant playlists. You can share the videos. You can spam Facebook. You can spam Twitter. Share all this content, clip it, screen record, make little shorts, go share them around. If you hear us say something amazing, clip it, share it, try to do more. We can all do more. Because Richard was being truthful about being there, looking at the fish. Now look what happened. Yeah. How on earth did they get 100% of the jury, 12 people, 100% agreed, zero reasonable doubt? This is unbelievable. I don't see how it's ever possible. Like, you got to be kidding me. But understand that there will be an appeal. Okay. So, yes, we accept the verdict because that's what you do. You don't take justice into your own hands. We are not like the terrorists, the domestic terrorists. We don't take justice into our own hands. We're not them. But what we do is we use the appeals, we use the social media, and we continue to speak the truth no matter what, and we let the true justice play out, and we let the true truth be spoken. Okay, that's what it is. Devastated now, but I have found my home and will recoup and come back. Thanks, thanks. How can anyone be at peace with a guilty verdict? I don't just. I mean, dude, you got to laugh at the insanity that these people think that they could have us believe that 100% of the people would agree that there's no reasonable doubt when this case was nothing but reasonable doubt. And they withheld so much from the jury that just verges on criminal. It's the absolute amount of power and control that's going on in this whole case. To think it wouldn't reach the jury. Well, I thought it wouldn't reach the jury, but I guess it has. Remember, Leo Frank reminds me of the case. Thanks for the super chat. I don't know Leo Frank at all. Actually, don't. I wonder how long they will hide evidence in court recordings. Do you think they will play games making it public? Yes. We'll never get recordings. We may get transcripts at a great expense. Who knows? They have hidden, obscured, established a wall of secrecy around this. It's bigger than you know. That's all I got to say. This is bigger than you could even imagine. It has to be. I went through all the shock and sorrow, but now I'm angry. I'm angry, especially at media like Court TV that feature the creator of Bridge Guy next to Bob Mata. I'm done with all this case and every other. That was not right. A true frame job. What's up, Steve? We love you, Steve. Thanks, Franny Fran, for the super chat. Will we be able to view the court documents now that Richard Allen has been found guilty? Well, it's going to be a long time coming, because imagine how long it's going to take for those transcripts to be released. Thank you, Prof. Glad to be here after 7 years of waiting. I wish it was under different circumstances. Hey, Hughes Mountain, thanks for being here. I mean, we're here for each other. Like I said, we're here for each other. We won't give up. But I am startled. I'm literally startled. I'm stunned. I'm flabbergasted. I'm taken aback. I'm astonished. I'm shocked. I'm gutted. I'm incredulous. Remember Judge Diener saying that I'm resigning because of the absolute bloodlust. Make all them channels that persuade. All them channels was in the back pocket of the state for real. Everyone, yeah, I've been saying that. The troll farm. That's what we call the troll farm. Yeah. So, but thank you so much. Hey, Franny friend. Certainly, the prophet dedicated his time and effort to us. Yes, I don't want to go give time to my son right now, so I'm going to take a break and also stretch my legs. But well, it's unbelievable. I mean, I just don't understand. How do you get a unanimous verdict of guilt out of this jury? That means 100% of the people. There's not 100% of the people online who buy this shit. I mean, only 30% of the people online are the 30% of the public. The popular vote is saying 70% is saying not guilty, and you got a jury saying 100% guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on 4 counts. Oh man, it's absolutely fucking astonishing. All right. Thank you, Love Songs, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Everyone here needs to start your own YouTube channel and start talking about this case. Yeah, you don't have to do it like I do it. You don't have to do it like anyone else do it. All you have to do is make a channel and get on and talk to the people who come and listen to you. Like a phone call or like a FaceTime. You know? That's all it is. All right. So, like I said, you start asking questions. Doug Carter is why I mentioned Jamie Knoll case the other day. I had the same gross feeling about both cases and the corruption. Oh, something's got to happen with Epstein. I mean, not Epstein. He gets Epstein. Something's got to happen with Doug Carter. You know, all the tentacles, all the gaslighting ass, all the conundrums, all the deleted evidence, the exculpatory evidence that was withheld, all of the law enforcement product withheld, the geofencing withheld, Kelsey's hair at the scene withheld, reasonable doubt. You sustained every objection of that prosecutor. You were extremely combative with the defense, and look at where we are now. All right. So this is what we'll do. I'll just say this, guys, please support the channel. And thanks for everyone who has. Send your support in the form of the Cash App, Super Chat, any financial support you want to send. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like, share the videos. Like I said, please feel free to clip the videos where you see fitting. Go make some YouTube channels, make some Twitter accounts, join the chats. If you're on the replay, leave comments down below. Look out for when we go live. We're going to be going back alive often. So look out for that. Go check out all of the past former live streams. We've done so many. There's so much there. And also, there's such an incredible amount of community post. So if you go into both my community pages on the Prof and the Prof True Crime channels, you're going to see so much in the community post. Okay. So go check out all of that and share. You know, like I said, I challenge you all. Now's the time. If you feel gutted by this, compassionate or passionate, it's time to step up to another level of investment. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and we love you. And just wait, just wait. This is a speed bump on the road for justice. It's not the end of the road. There's going to be more. Okay, so you just get your butt ready. You get your little sweet ass ready for a rough ride, because we're entering the rapids. The dam is breaking. The water's flowing rapidly. The shit has hit the fan. It's a total disaster. It's Delphi doomsday. It's apocalypse Delphi. It's upon us. And so you just wait. Thank you for the super sticker. Who's your mama? Who's your mama? Who's your mama? Oh my God, I love it. Who's your mama? Awesome name. So you guys do that, okay? You guys do that. Get ready. Delphi Doomsday has arrived. Let's unite even non-creators and share one good Delphi playlist. This is a huge indictment on critical thinking of every single American. We need to wake up, people. Me too. I did. Yeah, it's blindsided, but and be prepared. They're going to all do their victory lap now. So you guys just be prepared. All the insane, evil maniacs are going to be doing their victory laps. Let them and document it. Okay. You let them do their victory laps and you document it, because the time will come when the truth rises to the surface. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. So I love you all. We'll see you later. I'm going to get out of here soon. You guys just don't be too upset. Like I said, use this opportunity when I end the stream. Why don't you just go ahead and take a walk outside? Enjoy yourselves. Get some refreshments. Eat something. Go and call your loved ones and step away for a minute, regroup. Maybe we'll come back here tonight. I'm not promising, but we'll try. Okay? We'll try to regroup. And maybe we'll do another stream and have some guests on, and we'll do a roundtable. But you guys just don't worry your little sweet ass too much. We're in for the long haul. And very soon, we'll be entering the rapids. And so we all need to be in the boat together here and holding on tight, strapped down, because shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real, promise you. Okay. Good point there. This is why Ellie was not ashamed of how weak their case was, or the prosecutor. It's why they were not afraid to look unprofessional and corrupt, to the point of one of them laughed over lost records of an interview. But yeah, they didn't give a goddamn single shit. And hey, look at where we are now. Two different realities. The not guilters can see fascism for what it is. The guiltard can't even see it. It's different between two types of people. I respect you, Prof, but Rick is guilty. He has KK with his multiple. Listen, here's what I'm going to do with you. All right. Now, let's see. Okay. Thank you so much for the chats. Yeah, thank you all so much too. God bless you. And like I said, we'll be back later, hopefully, with some guests. Shit's getting deep. Shit's getting deep, isn't it? All right. So go enjoy yourselves. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon here. And hopefully where you are, it's a beautiful day. And so go enjoy, get some fresh air, breathe in God's air. And we'll meet later and we'll talk again, okay? So I'm out of here. Go and spend time with my kid.